everybody. Peace, 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 peace. And for whoever celebrates Happy Easter weekend, that's why we're all in pastels today. It's officially spring. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm wearing a little bit of pink, a little bit of baby blue, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. Hi, Richie, Alaya M, Debbie, Anya, Lee, Julie X, Corey K, Cinnamon Roll, T-Pal, Velasquez, Diva on a Budget, Teresa McGuire, Mary Smart, SH, Didi Bean, Melanie Rice, and then we got Morcan Stefan, SH. Oh my God, everything is scrolling so fast. Monarch is there. Corinne C, Liz M, Misunderstood, Michelle McLaughlin, Rosanna Navarro, Jackie M, Nectarine Man, Piotr S, Lee. Hi, Lee. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hello.
And Admena. Hi, everybody. Hello. Closet Hunter. I made a live stream. LOL. Yes, you made it to a live stream. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jackie. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to our, weekend pastel live stream. Like I said, if you do celebrate Easter, happy Easter. If you don't, then just celebrate spring. Hi, Kev. Maggie Battles. How's it going? Liz M. Georgia says, never bought name brand, only thrift. It hurt my soul to spend over $100 on a bag. Okay, that came out of the blue. Good for you, girl. I'm drinking my iced tea, but I also have my hot tea, which today is in a ghost mug. Is this cute? Oh, well, the tea got cold while I was preparing for the stream. It's not hot anymore. So, hi, everybody. The ghost one is good, right? And then I also have some water. Oh, Kev says that jacket, though. Oh, thanks, Kev. Thank you. SH says, thumb up the live stream, as Dacob would say. Thank you, SH. Thumb up the live stream. Everything I say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. Listen, Linda. Look, I don't know about you, but stuff is resurrecting. Let's begin the show, shall we? And if I'm dressed in my best Sunday attire. I know it's not Sunday yet, at least where I'm at, but hair looks voluminous today. Well, thank you. Thank you, Alaya. Yes, today, look at this. It just stays. Whatever I do, it just stays. I added some hairspray today. I was like, it's Easter. Might as well hairspray away, which is risky. My hair can break under hairspray, but I'll wash it tomorrow. So whatever. It's okay. Whatever. Oh, Kev, what's resurrecting? So here's the news. So there's a lot to talk about. So first of all, my legal challenges and legal battle. I gotta say, thank you everybody so much for supporting the legal fund for the Fashion Bunker. You can tip your host right there in case. Oh, okay. Thank you for subscribing. Today it's nice in pastel purple. Tip your host if you like the show. But all the tips that you do send are going to the legal fund as of now because I still have to pay the lawyer the full amount. And I can tell you so far that the entity that is trying to take my channel away, delete my channel unjustly, I have filed a counterclaim, and what happened was I got a strike, and you get 3 strikes and you're out. So somebody is messing with me big time, except I'm not your regular idiot making content, doesn't know what he's doing. I've been talking to 10 different lawyers. We found the right lawyer. We went with the right lawyer. And now we're fighting this because there is absolutely nothing wrong on my end. I didn't do anything wrong. So this entity, good luck, because we got receipts. So there's that going on. So it was a little bit complicated filing the counterclaim. The counterclaim has been filed as of 2 days ago or 3 days ago. When was the last time I streamed? The counterclaim was filed literally during the stream. And I got confirmation that the entity has received the counterclaim. Tick tock, tick tock. Now the time is ticking. Let's see what happens. Of course, the bill of the lawyer is arriving. So thank you guys so much for your love and support thus far. I hope that this situation will get resolved soon as possible. That was the update. So just letting you guys know, I explained it briefly in the prior live stream. Somebody was saying like, oh, well, send the money to sell your Birkin to pay the lawyer. Obviously, you guys know how the system works with the live streams. I mean, even before I had this legal challenge, I work. This is my job. I do this all the time. So the tipping system has been in place way before the legal challenges. And of course, if you guys support the channel, you do send a tip. Thank you so much for doing so. You don't have to. Watching this is for free. But what I'm saying is before the legal challenges, every time I would receive a tip, it would go directly into the fashion bunker buying, you know, equipment, new lights, because the light bulbs explode and then you got to rechange them, microphones, batteries, tripods, table setup, props, everything needs to be constantly updated and purchased. Bubbles costs money. Every time we generate a backdrop, an AI backdrop, every one of them costs money. You know, there's a lot happening. A new set. Secret. Also a new set is coming, but I can't say more about that. So there's a lot going on. So usually when you guys send a tip, just letting you know, your tips go directly into the Fashion Bunker Fund for the show. But in these few weeks that I'm having this legal challenge, all I am doing is explaining to you, if you do send a tip, that goes directly to the lawyer. That's all I'm saying, basically. So right now I have put on pause collecting the tips for building up the set, and all the tips go to the lawyer. That's all I was saying. So the people coming for me saying, sell your Birkin if you're... I'm like, girl, get a life. Okay, thank you. Now, oh man, Anonymous, thank you. Very, very kind of you.
Anonymous donated $15. Love your content and commentary. Keep it up.
Oh, Anonymous, thank you so much. Wait, does the Anonymous want to be anonymous or not? Because sometimes somebody tips and forgets to type their name and then it says Anonymous, but then in the chats they tell me, that was me, Dacob, that was me. So let me know if this is you or not. Otherwise, I'm going to write Anonymous because I have a new little thing for Easter, you guys. Isn't this adorable? We have a little Easter flower. Pastels, baby. Pastels, okay? And we're gonna, look how it fits into the room. Isn't it gorgeous? And I'm gonna write your names on the petals. So I'm gonna write Anonymous, okay? Okay. We're gonna start with Anonymous. We got Anonymous. Whee! Thank you so much, sweetie. You are our legal flower. Oh, Terry, thank you. Thank you so much, Terry.
De $20.
Here's one for Terry as well. Thank you, guys. Ah, love it. Oh, plus you can use it as a fan. It's so hot in the studio right now. I'm saving money on air conditioning at the moment. Legal fees, you understand. So, oh, from Kenny. Thank you, Terry. And thank you, Kenny.
Donated de $20. From Kenny.
We got Kenny. Ah, isn't it gorgeous, the little flower? I thought it was just so happy and springy and really, really nice. So thank you guys so much for your love and support. I'll keep you updated on how the legal situation progresses, but you don't mess with the Fashion Bunker. As I was talking to Debbie, you know, people they come for you. They want to know stuff, you know? They want to do stuff. They want to hurt you, harm you. But guess what? We came to the conclusion, you know what the best revenge is? Like, I mean, you can have different types of revenges. You can take someone down. You can read them to filth. You can do so many things. You can talk shit behind their back. You can throw oil in the fire. There's so much you can do. But what's the best revenge? Surviving, staying around, sticking around, not going away. That's the best revenge. The best revenge you can have possibly is surviving. And that's what we've been doing all these years, baby, and we keep doing it. So there you go. We'll go. Oh, Lizette, wait, hold on. I see things coming. Oh, Rosanna Navarro, thank you.
Rosanna Navarro donated $10. Do it now. I know I'll be dozing off in a bit. 1 heure now over here.
You're going to doze off? All right, sweetie, I got the tip from Rosanna Navarro. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much, sweetie. And I think Liz M is there as well. Oh, and then T-Pal gifted memberships. Oh, we're going to do a lot of stuff today. Okay, so Bubbles sometimes slows down. Sometimes she speeds up. That's normal. You guys know the drill. And yes, we still have some updates to talk about the luxury made in China shenanigans going on. Ah, Liz M, there she is.
Liz me donated $5. For the victory, Dacob. Love you.
Thank you, Liz M. Look, you got a little bunny rabbit. There you go. We got Liz M as well. Oh, Richie, thank you so much, sweetie.
Richie donated $10. Are you going to speak on LV response to manufacturing?
So, I'm trying to make an Easter egg for you, Richie. Look, it's an Easter egg, okay? It's weird, but it's an Easter egg, okay? So the response, you guys, the response that we got from LV, are you talking about a video or are we talking about a written response? Because if you have anything, any intel to share, you can send it to superdacob@gmail.com. Because I know there's been a lot of rumors about like, oh, LVMH responded to the allegations from Chinese manufacturers about the manufacturing of the luxury goods being done all in China, because I couldn't verify. The response. So does anybody have any proof to send to me? I couldn't verify a legitimate response. Does anybody have? If you do have any proof, send it to superdacob@gmail.com. I'll look into it during the stream and then we can like live figure stuff out. But I have seen people claiming that they've seen videos. I have seen people claiming that they have read written responses by LV, but I haven't seen any legitimate, you know what I mean, substantiated proof of that. So if you guys can send me the proof, we can check it out together. Until then, I'm not so sure about how legit that response might have been. We have more Melanie Rice, thank you so much, sweetie.
Mélanie Rice donated $25.
Melanie Rice. Thank you, Melanie. Whee! Oh, we're doing it. Okay. Okay. Troy, no, first we have T-Pal. First, up. We gotta go up. There we go. T-Pal sent 5 Super Dacob gift memberships. Thank you so much, T-Pal. Lucy M received a gift membership by T-Pal. Evelyn Rodriguez received a membership by T-Pal. Or was gifted. JJW was gifted a membership by T-Pal. Sylvia Q received a membership by T-Pal. From T-Pal. Latoya Andrews got a membership from T-Pal. Thank you, T-Pal, and welcome to the new 5 Tier 1 members. Start using your emojis now. And don't forget, pretty soon is May, and the first after show in May will be available also to Tier 1 members, not just Tier 2 members. Troy G has gifted 5 Super Dacob memberships. Thank you so much, Troy G. Dee Dee Bean and was gifted a membership by Troy G. Lena G was gifted a membership by Troy G. Corey Emerson was gifted a membership by Troy G. Pachung Missing was gifted a membership by Troy G. Lindsay L was gifted a membership by Troy G. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Didi Bean donated $5.
Oh, Didi Bean.
Good luck.
Thank you, Didi.
Rooting for you.
Long time no see. I'm gonna do a little chicken. Like a little, not a chicken, a little chick, a little Easter chick for Didi Bean. A little tiny hatchling for Didi Bean, you guys. And then, oh, I see. Grant missing. No, we did that already. Grant Ramirez, I think, is next after Didi. Yeah, I see Grant Ramirez here. Although I don't know if Bubbles is going to do the right order because Bubbles goes all over the place. Grant Ramirez, I'm going to write you down. Yeah, Bubbles is backed up. I think we have to find a way to do Bubbles like skip stuff if possible. I don't think it's possible. Grant Ramirez, there you are.
donated $5.
Oh, the flower, the legal flower, and the virtual flower. Oh, thank you, virtual flower.
Virtual Flower donated $10. Hugs to you, visage souriant.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. And what are we gonna do here? Another heart, baby. Yes, the virtual flower. Actually, let me give the heart petals. I tried to give the heart petals, you know, like a virtual flower heart. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I mean, it's going good, you know. Life, we're surviving. Survival is the best revenge, right? I always say that. Hi, Zeitgeist. Hi, Positive Foodie. DDB says, thanks for my little chickadee. Reese's Pieces. How does the membership work? Oh, so there's a link underneath, like when you subscribe, next to it is like a join button, and you can click on the join button to become a member. And you follow the instructions it gives you. There's two tiers, tier 1 and tier 2. I'm so happy when this legal issue is done. Okay, and I can share with you who is coming for me. Right now, I cannot share. Troy G, thank you so much, sweetie.
Troy G donated $25. Happy Kota live stream.
Thank you, Troy G. Got a little flower. There you are. Oh, Leah, thank you. Leah, thank you, Leah.
Léa donated $15. Carissimo Dacob, c'è bella ghiacca. E da tempo c'è volio. Cosa pensi di quell'influencer c'è non fanno c'è mostrare del borse false, ma veramente false. Si vede dalla luna. Baci, Léa.
You got a heart and a bunny rabbit, Leah. I'm going to read this again. I'm going to read this. There you are. I'm going to read this again, you guys, because it's in Italian. Hold on a second. Carissimo Dacob, che bella giacca. Ah, grazie mille, Lea. È da tempo che voglio... è da tempo che vuoi cosa? La giacca? Cosa pensi di quelle influencer che non fanno che mostrare delle borse false, ma veramente false, si vede dalla luna, baci Lea. Okay, so Lea is asking, Dear Dacob, I love your jacket. I would like one since a long time. I don't know if it's the jacket, but... no. I want to ask you since a time now, what do you think about those influencers that don't do anything else but post videos about showing fake bags, but really, really fake bags, pretending, I'm paraphrasing here, pretending like they're authentic. She's like, you can see from the moon that they're not authentic. Look, here's what I have to say about this. Legally, it's one thing. Morally, it's another. Morally, you do you. I have nothing against people buying whatever they want to buy with their money. Legally, different story. But as a content creator, if you're going to create content implying and telling your viewers that the bags you're unboxing are real when they're like not really from Hermès or from Chanel. And you do that without knowing that they're fake, that's one story. If you're going to unbox fakes, but you're going to lie on your channel that they're authentic, but they're not authentic, and you know that they're not authentic, well, that's not cool. I don't like when people lie. I don't like when people lie. And it comes out sooner or later, because sooner or later, you know, lies have short legs, people. Lies have short legs. They can't run too far. Sooner or later, they make a mistake, they hiccup, and then we'll go. And then we know. And then and then what? You know what I mean? Anyway, some people also unbox fake Labubus and don't say they're fake. Oh, Irina Van Ronkel,
Irina
thank you
Van
so much,
Ronkel donatait
sweetie.
de $5.
Oh my God, that's oh, you got a chubby heart. It's so cute. It looks like a butt. I love it. There you go, Irina. That's you, sweetie. Thank you. SH, thank you so much, SH.
SH donatait de $6.63. Dacob, thank you for fashion knowledge and add this to your legal fight. Love from Sandra in London.
Oh man, you guys, thank you. This means the world to me, really. I mean, your support is so much appreciated and very, very, very helpful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Legal fees are high, so I'm in awe how life is so complicated. But that's life. That's life. Oh, speaking of life and speaking of the resurrection, finally, Kev, we get to the resurrection. You guys, guess who resurrected? Guess who let me use my Moira Rose voice. Guess who resurrected with a new video? You see, here's the thing. I don't know why it's always Australia, baby. It's always the penal colonies. Some of them make their videos private all of a sudden after backlash. Now, interesting how a certain video was posted and now it's gone. Huh. One doth wonder. Why, oh why, perchance, why? What doth happeneth for a certain someone to decide to make their video private all of a sudden? You know, maybe it had something to do with, I don't care how much things cost, I just take, if I like it, I just say, that one, wrap it up, I take it in my expensive luxury car and I drive off. And you peasants, you can go to Alibaba Express. You can go to Alibaba Express. Listen, Lena, listen, everything. I want to say, you can go wherever you want to go. I don't give a shit. I got my authentic bag right over there. Okay? Okay. Well, that video is no longer available. One wonders why. But in other news, Mel in Melbourne got her Birkin, finally! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, just in time for Easter. We'll go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, finally, praise Lord Jesus, our Savior. Thank you, Jesus, for enabling Mim to get her Birkin just in time for Easter. We love you, Jesus. Finally, Mel got her Birkin. Look, you guys, she has been waiting for that. She never had one before. Finally, Mel's journey. She got a Birkin, you guys. Can you believe? The Birkin hath ariseth. You guys, that was so funny. I just watched the video before the show started. I can't believe, like, she's like, I finally got my Birkin. I'm like, finally got my Birkin? Like, you never got one before? Love it. Love it. May you use it in good health, Mel. May you use it in good health. Cheers, sweetie. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. So, I do have an update to share. Oh, Zyga says, Dacob, do you think it was wise that Hermes is about to raise prices, especially with the made in China allegations? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this show. So, yeah, let's do that little video. Why not, while we're at it? Hold on, let me film it. So, also, I just have to add the, stuff happens.
Mille Garcia donatait de 15
Oh, Mille Garcia.
Hola Dacob, espero que tudo termina tu favor en este caso. Siempre apoyando tu video.
Muchas gracias, Mille Garcia. Wait, let me write that properly. It's like mille grazie, no? I think that's what you wanted to say. Mille grazie. Well, I'll just spell it the way it's spelled here, okay? Garcia. Gotcha. Right here. Thank you so much, sweetie. We got a flowerlet. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, okay, so I have a topic, you guys. Let me just, yeah, so the big warning from Hermes, I'll insert that into the, right? Yeah, that's, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Ooh, cha, I'm all over the place. It's the hairspray, you guys. It's the hairspray. Let me, yeah, I see. It's the hairspray. It's more like, once you have the hairspray going on, things get a little bit more, how can I say, heavier. Believe it or not, So let's try to be presentable here for the peeps. Thank you. I wouldn't want to look like I'm sitting on the floor drunk again, So yes, I see. I need time. Okay. All right. Was it a warning? Yeah. We have a big warning from Hermes. And the warning is very crystal clear. Now, we've been talking about the current scandal in the luxury world of Chinese videos on TikTok, factories claiming to be factories, claiming that they are the manufacturers, indeed, of the bags. Well, some of the videos claim that they are the manufacturers of the luxury bags from European top brands. Also, some other countries, not just in the European continent, but for example, also American, like Lululemon, for example. They claim that they are making all the products and shipping them off almost fully assembled to Europe, and then Europeans just put their made in France, made in Italy, made in Spain, made in whatever you want it tag. I've spoken about this in detail in my prior video, so go check that one out if you want to hear a very in-depth analysis of the sitch. Now, further developments are happening. You see, Hermès is now announcing that they're warning, literally warning their customers that from May 1st of 2025, for the United States of America, they will increase their prices across the board, honey, 10%. Now, where do those 10% come from? I wonder. No clue. But of course, they do claim that yes, they have increased their prices in the United States beginning of the year 2025. And they have indeed increased their prices worldwide, beginning of 2025 in January. And those increases were between, I think, something like 5 and 8% in America as well. But America is getting an extra 10% on the 1st of May. Now, wasn't France supposed to pay for that? No, I thought the consumer is not going to have to pay for that. Oh, well. Oh, okay. I guess we thought wrong, because guess what? It's the consumer that's going to have to pay the 10% surcharge. You're welcome. Happy Easter, everybody. So yes, so on the 1st of May, Hermès is announcing a price increase of 10% across the board. Hermès has always been relatively honest with their communication to their customers. By this I mean they usually announce before price increases, a couple of weeks prior, sometimes even over a month before, that there will be a price increase. Very elegant way of telling their customers, hey, if there's something you still want to buy, if it's available, buy it now before the price increase. Chanel doesn't do that. You see, when Chanel increases their prices, you wake up and the price is increased. There is no official statement. There is no official letter written to the customers where they say, dear customer, we're just letting you know, out of this and this reason, we are going to up our prices that and that date. So, this is the worry. Of course, we're worried that in May, other luxury brands will follow suit from Europe. That means that possibly, I do not have a confirmation of this yet. I only have confirmation for Hermès, but I don't have confirmation from Chanel. But you guys, Chanel had a price increase in February, right? I think they're going to have a second price increase in May in the US as well. Allegedly, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. So, just to be very clear. Also, subscribe while you're at it. Thumb up the video. Let's get to 100K. Now, here's the thing. If you were, thinking about, oh, who cares about Hermès? Who cares about Chanel? Who cares about Louis Vuitton? Oh, it's all made in China anyway. It's all made in China. And you idiots who were buying the actual luxury thinking you didn't. We got you. Oh, man, you're so funny and cute. People coming out of the woodwork, people who haven't commented ever on my channel, now they feel empowered and emboldened to leave a nasty comment, saying like, suits you right, finally. I'm like, you guys, the joke's on you. And look, I could be a total bitch and I can read someone to filth, but no, I'm going to choose the high road, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. You see, the de minimis is going away. The $800, custom-free shipping from China to America. People loved it. You could order whatever you wanted, from all of these different brands, and you don't have to pay import taxes. Well, that's going away. And China knows it. Plus the surcharge of the tariffs that are hitting China. China knows it. So why do you think that the only time Chinese manufacturers ever decided to make these videos, retaliatory videos, by the way, targeted towards certain demographics of American consumers, by the way, not Europe. Almost nobody on TikTok saw those videos. They were targeted towards American consumers right before the huge tariffs, right before the huge de minimis going away. Why do you think they would make such videos? Because they know that they might lose you as a customer. So they developed this, in my humble opinion, not even genius marketing ploy. Look, if you got a double-digit IQ, you see right through it. If you got a single-digit IQ, things get a little iffy. You know what I'm saying? And then you start thinking, oh my God, so this is truth. This is truth. Since when do we believe everything that some random person on TikTok tells us in a video? What? Since when? Since when? So, what a coinkydonk that those videos pop up right before all of these taxes go up. All of the tariffs go up. The de minimis is deleted. Because they're desperate. They want to sell to you as much as they can because they're worried that they won't keep on selling those replicas, those fakes, those non-authentic products to you in the near future because it'll be too expensive for you to afford. Okay? Where are all my single-digit IQers at now? Take a seat. Let's go down this road together. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You see, there's nothing wrong. Oh, by the way, let me explain something to you. A lot of people have also made this mistake. Oh boy, you know, the difference between all of these definitions, descriptions of what is a replica, what is a fake, what is a dupe. I have noticed watching a lot of videos, people are making a lot of mistakes. People think that a replica is a dupe and that fake is fake. No. A replica is a fake. A replica is not a dupe. A replica in many countries is illegal. Okay? A replica is you're making something, you're copying it from another brand, and then you are also not just copying the shape and the design, you are also sticking on the logo without permission of the other brand. That's a replica. A dupe never puts the logo of the brand that they are copying onto the product. And also the dupe is usually very inspired by the original design, but is not a one-to-one product. Exhibit A, the Walmart Birkin, which is not a Birkin. We all call it the Workin. Now, people who have never held a real Birkin in their hands, they have no clue. They're like, oh my God, it's the real thing. Well, it doesn't have a logo on it, does it? It doesn't. And you might say, well, they just didn't put the logo because they're selling it in Walmart, but it's the authentic deal. No. No, it's not. It's not. It's a completely different bag. It has the shape of a Birkin because it's a dupe, but it has significant changes in the design which make it a non-Birkin. We're not even talking about the quality of the leather, the quality of the stitching. Let's just talk about the fact that an actual real Birkin doesn't have grommets on the sides where you can attach a shoulder strap to. The Birkin doesn't have that. That's not part of the design of the Birkin bag. But the Walmart Birkin does have those grommets. Are they practical? Yes, they're very practical. It's actually really practical to be able to use your bag also as a shoulder strap bag, not just as a top handle bag. But you understand, that's a dupe. There is no Hermès logo there. There is no one-to-one copy of the shape of the Birkin bag on the Birkin. That's a dupe. Now, if Walmart would be selling a bag that has the exact shape of a Birkin without any alterations to the design, and if on top of that it would also place the Hermès Birkin, well, there's no Birkin logo, but the Hermès logo made in France stamp on it, that would be a replica. That would be a fake, and that would be illegal to sell. In some countries, it's not illegal to buy, but in some countries, it's illegal to carry fakes. Italy's very strict with that. If you're flying in at the airport, they catch you with a bag that, has a logo on it. They can ask you, hey, can you prove that it's authentic? The authorities can ask you. It's very, very risky in certain countries. In other countries, less risky because you're allowed to carry a fake. In some countries, you're not. Be very careful. Always check the laws of the country you're about to travel to because you might get in trouble with your fakes. So, but I digress and I repeat, I have nothing morally against whatever person wants to buy whatever price category, you do you. but just be safe. And please don't fall for, look, you can hate on people who managed to, earn the money to afford one of these authentic bags. You can be envious of it, although being envious really shortens your life because that's a stress factor you don't want on your liver too long, because the toxins that releases in your body, oof, cha, the grass is always greener in the neighbor's yard. Yeah. You can do that as much as you want. You're just shortening your life. It's a pity. Life is beautiful. It's a miracle, okay? In this vast universe, what were the chances that you would get born on this beautiful planet? Enjoy life instead of spending your time, typing away on your keyboard, warrioring away hate towards other people who actually enjoy these bags, whether they be dupes or authentic ones. But I cannot believe that you are more intelligent. I believe in you, okay? I want you to do better and I want to protect you. Buy the dupes if you want to buy the dupes or whatever, but don't think that they are the authentic bag. They're not. They're not. And also, all of these videos that went completely viral on TikTok about these Chinese manufacturers literally being desperate to sell before they're going to stop selling because people won't be able to afford those dupes with all the new tariffs. Like, why? And those videos are all being taken down by TikTok. Why do you think they're being taken down? Now you're going to say they're being taken down because the brands don't want you to know. No, that's not the reason they're being taken down. They're being taken down because that is false advertising. They're marking up the price of these bags because they know more tariffs are coming. So a bag that they last year sold you, the fake one, for $500, now they're reasoning with you as to, look, now it's $1,000. They don't tell you it used to be $500. They're telling you it's $1,000 because they've already calculated the tariffs in. But they're just making this aggressive brand marketing to you to explain to you, look, if it costs Hermès this much to make this bag, $1,000, but then they sell it to you for $10K, $20K, $30K. You can get it from us for $1,000K instead. I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. From you, we could get it for $500 just before the tariffs were announced, but now it's $1,000. But now you're making more aggressive advertisement for them, and you're lying to us. You're lying to the consumer. So if you are that consumer that believes these videos, be my guest, believe them. If you want to buy from those links, you do you, boo. But then, don't embarrass yourself by coming to people who actually authentically love these items and throw shade at us. I'm like, look, and also please spare me the whole bullshit about you thought you were buying all of this just to show off that you can and we can't. No, not everybody's such a superficial moron to want to purchase, these items that we love just to show off to others. Not everybody is that superficial. Some people actually really love the feel of these items, the smell. There's nothing like the original smell of an Hermès piece of leather. Nothing like the original smell of an OG Chanel bag. Forget it. Like the dupe, the fake, the replica will never come close to that same smell. So not everybody. Yeah, there are some people who are going to want to, your regular chippy is going to want to walk around and be like, look at me, I got the bag, I got a... Yeah, okay, girl, good for you, girl. That's not why I like these bags. I love the history of the brands, the heritage of the brands. The older the brand, the more interesting it is to me because that means the brand survived through, in some cases, even centuries. They have gone through so many political turmoil, wars, changes in society, changes in design and trends, and they have evolved throughout so much time. And it makes it so interesting for me to study this, to analyze, to feel the textures of also their vintage bags, how they've all evolved throughout time. I'm a bag nerd. I love that shit. And I enjoy the bags also at home for myself. I don't always just bring them out to show them off to people. That is really not who I am, and that is not what I do. So you can't be so extra dumb to first believe those TikTok videos, but then secondly, to believe that everybody who buys the actual authentic bags buys it just to show off to you that they can. Look, chances are they don't even think about you. People, think about yourself. Don't think about others. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Don't waste your time letting other people live rent-free in your mind. And another thing I've noticed, How, really, from all my single-digit IQers out there, here's another one for you. Here's another one for you. Let's talk about this one. Okay, since when did this become the logic of the land? One Oompa Loompa starts this trend of making these videos about how, oh my God, did you see on TikTok, this and this happened, this video was posted by this Chinese factory. Oh my God, so this means that all of them are making, the Chinese factories are making actually these bags from these luxury companies from Europe. And then another Oompa Loompa sees that video and takes that video as proof to make their video, and then uses the first Oompa Loompa's video to say, look, that Oompa Loompa is saying it too. Those are my receipts. Those are my receipts because that Oompa Loompa said it too. And then a third Oompa Loompa, okay, sees the video of the second Oompa Loompa, who used the video of the first Oompa Loompa, and then the third Oompa Loompa is like saying, yeah, I told you, I knew it. I knew it that that China was making all of these expensive luxury bags all along because Oompa Loompa 2 said it, and Oompa Loompa 1 said it, and I'm just sitting there looking at Oompa Loompa 3 thinking to myself, so you're taking the video of Oompa Loompa 2 as fact. You're not questioning that maybe Oompa Loompa 2 has no clue what they're talking about. No, Oompa Loompa has to know what they're talking about because they saw Oompa Loompa 1 say it. I'm like, yeah, but who tells you that Oompa Loompa 1 knows what they're talking about? Oh, well, Oompa Loompa 1 got the intel from the TikTok video. The TikTok video that was taken down because it was false advertisement? Because it was made to trick the customer to spend money on that crap? I see. So we're taking that at face value? Gotcha. All good. I understand. Yeah. No, perfect. Makes total sense. Keep coming for all of the people who actually work hard to, buy once in a blue moon one of these bags because they love them so much for the history, heritage, quality that they have without needing to show it off to you. Yeah. Good on you. Waste your life doing that. Waste your life doing that. Honestly, the comments come. Look, just be very clear. I have my filters set on my channel. If you write hateful comments, they go automatically into spam. I don't even get to read them because YouTube also protects me. I have a parameter set. If you have hateful words you're using, weird concepts that are hateful written in your comments, they just go into spam. I don't waste my time with single-digit IQ words. Now, you can elevate that IQ. You can get educated. You can learn. Knowledge is power. All shade aside, once you start using critical thinking, once you put your emotions aside and try to think clearly with your mind, all of a sudden, you realize there's a whole world in between the lines. And when you learn to read in between the lines, boy, oh boy, do you gain power. And the power that you gain is freedom in your mind. The power that you gain is knowledge. And knowing things frees you because it becomes much more difficult to manipulate your mind. It becomes much more difficult for others to make you believe something that is not true. Open your eyes. Learn to read between the lines. It is so important. And then just the mere fact, why would these brands in China want to poop on their own parade by, exposing all of these European brands? Why would they want to do that? They would never have any more jobs with them. These brands would never want to work with them once they've exposed them that way. That would be so counterproductive to their businesses. And these huge tariffs are not imposed by Europe to China. So China has no beef with Europe. They have no beef with Europe. Why would they do this? They're doing this for the American consumer. And it breaks my heart. Because, look, you guys, I know there's trouble in the world and everything at the moment, but American people are cool. They have a big heart, okay? They really, really do. And I do not like seeing people getting ripped off, tricked, and bullied. They don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. So this video was a little bit, tongue-in-cheek, a little bit bitchy, but not even halfway how bitchy it could have been. But also at the end, we reined it back in, and I really mean well. Be careful. Do not let them trick you. Do not let them scan you, and scam you, and do not let them brainwash you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumb up the video, subscribe. Let's get to 100K. Bye. I have a question. Is Richie still here? You asked me to respond to the Louis Vuitton response to China. So you say there is an official response? Where is the official response, please? Can you send me a link to superdacob@gmail.com? Hi, Gloria Ruthinos. How's it going, sweetie? So, are we clear? Because the last video I posted, I thought was very clear. But then some people, hi, Kate Moore. How's it going, sweetie? Hi, Siobhan. How's it going? Hi, T Long. Oh, love you too, T. Thank you. Love you too. SH says, Dacob, have you had an increase in views on the video you made regarding a video you made 15 years ago? I made the video 10 years ago. Yeah, there's a little bit more views there, but not a lot more. But it got a bump in views. Yeah, now it's like, what, 20, 30,000 views it got? Paul Yes says, Oompa Loompa party, baby. You best believe. Was eating, but didn't want to disturb because Dacob was lit. Ah, thank you, Gloria. I was watching. Okay. Was itching, eating, watching. You shouldn't watch people's pockets. Right, Latoya? Period. I says, sorry, I meant to say in 2015. Yes. Frozen again. Am I frozen? Ah, hi, Ollie. How's it going? Yes, I'm clear, says Kelly. You gave great info. Thank you. MMM says, just because we like luxury, we are being abused by the name brands and the scammers. Yeah, exactly. And we shouldn't be. Nettie Gray says, hi, Jacob. Your outfit of the day suits you well. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm wearing pastels for Easter, you know. So I just wanted to say that was kind of like, you know, a kind of get two Easter eggs with one stone. I wanted to talk about the price increase coming from Hermès, and I'm fearing the Chanel price increase, but I also wanted to touch base again on the China situation. And of course, in that video as well, if you read between the lines, you understand the situation. There you go. Laura G says, so much disinformation. Love you, Dacob. You speak truth. Thank you, Laura G. Thank you. Thank you so much. Smurfette74, critical thinking should be taught in schools. I completely agree with you. Completely. Hi, Kari. Hi, James Stansfield. Kelly Carrick, I love your Easter outfit. Thank you, guys. Very kind. Thank you. Nico S. America. Oh, Michelle Thomas. Thank you so much, sweetie. Or Michele. I always
Thomas
forget.
donated $15.
Michelle,
Yay. Excited to catch you live today.
There you are, Michelle Thomas. You completed the flower. Whee! And then we got one special one in the center. Who's gonna get the center? And so wait, hold on. Let me scroll because yeah, Alaya M says, Daco, what are your thoughts on Chanel leather made in Spain? Alaya M, I just started re-experimenting and testing out the Chanel made in Spain leathers. A matter of fact, if you go back a couple of weeks, I unboxed. It's been 3 years that I haven't purchased their leather. Now I'm like thinking, let's try with their Spanish leather. So what did I do? It's been a while that I want a little tiny clutch, tiny, that I can take it out like to dinner and stuff when I don't want to carry much stuff around. And the beauty boutique had the leather made in Spain little pouch. I'm like, okay, let's try this out. So I unboxed it a couple of weeks ago and I'm testing it out. And so far, it's okay. It's been, I mean, I haven't thrown it around. I didn't scratch it on the floor. You know what I mean? I didn't overuse it. I didn't just throw it in my bag, you know, like it's something that I bought for those occasions when I want to go out of the house and I just carry that. I don't put it into a bag. So for that purpose, it's been really good. It's been also easy to wipe in case like it gets a little drop of water or something. It's been really, really good so far. So knock on wood, it's been good. But I need like a couple of months to assess the situation. I need a couple of months of using it until I can figure out the quality. Smells divine, feels divine. It's very squishy. Love the padding on the inside. So far, so good. Oh, the flower is cute. Oh, thank you, Siobhan. Yay! Love the pastels, Dacob, by the way, says Nico. Thank you, thank you. T-Pal says, Americans are known for the large homes. We can hold a lot of stuff. Yes, T-Pal, that is so true. Latoya says, thanks for the membership. Not sure who from. It was either, what was it, Troy G? Or T-Pal. I think it was T-Pal. I think it was T-Pal for Latoya. Alaya says, because I have a Chanel backpack and the leather is peeling, it's quite sad, says Ali. Yeah, okay. What I should have also mentioned is that I am experimenting with their leathers from the beauty boutique. Because this is my suspicion. I might be wrong about this, but it's a theory that I have. That's why I'm testing. I'm in the testing phase, you guys. That they are making more resistant leathers for their beauty pouches and stuff because you have to use them more. You actually have to use them. You're actually putting creams in, makeup in, taking it out, zipper open, zipper closed. You know what I mean? It's not a baglet that you buy for Instagram, like their fashion bags. These are actually utilitarian. So I have this theory that they have a little bit more robust standards for their beauty boutique leather SLGs. I might be wrong. I'm just sharing with you my thought process, and I am now reviewing the bag. Give me a couple of months and we'll do an updated review and I'll let you know. But that's just my suspicion. Okay? Okay. Ollie says I agree, D. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, no, okay, so Zyka says I'm curious about Chanel. You once mentioned that Chanel bags don't have a smell anymore, plus the bonded leather rumors makes people more prone to believe those allegations, sadly. Again, I don't like the smell of Chanel bags in their boutiques currently in leather. If you get them in tweed, in denim, in any fabric, beautiful. That is really actually very much what Coco Chanel used to do herself when she began designing her bags. They were made out of fabric. Leather came a little bit later. But the leather ones, Now, the leather that I got from the beauty boutique smells really good. I did get a black pouch. Black has a tendency of smelling more supple and opulent. Other colorways might not, but I will be testing other colorways as well, and I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know how the beauty boutique quality is holding up, because that's a test that I wanted to make since the longest time. Because I started thinking, their beauty pouches there must be something about that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll let you know in a couple of months. J-Rock says, hi, Dacob. My husband asked if you had a response because you are the one he can trust about this. Aha. So that's a Richie? Yeah. I need the link to this document where allegedly Louis Vuitton claims or gave a response to these allegations from the Chinese factories. And I'm not going to repeat it again, you guys. If I don't get the link sent to me, I have nothing to comment on it because I have not seen any valid official statement from LV myself. If you want to send it to me at superdacob@gmail.com. And then I'll read it through and then I'll let you guys know what I think. Don't just trust these TikTokers. Don't just trust them just because they're telling you they saw some video of somebody in the factory hammering some. Don't trust people on TikTok. The way they talk about this, they don't even have a clue what they're talking about. They have no clue. Because most of these TikTokers tell you, unless I don't see a person sitting in the factory making these bags by hand in France, I'm not going to believe them. I'm like, first of all, why would you need to see these people making these bags by hand? These bags are not handmade. So you're already showing to me that you have no clue what you're talking about. These bags are not made by hand, okay? Louis Vuitton Speedy is made by a machine. A hand is pushing it through the machine, but it's made by a machine. And it's not a big deal. That doesn't make the bag any less worth because it's made with a machine with the aid of a human. But to say, oh, well, it's all made by hand, and if I don't see a person making it by hand, then it's made in China. I'm like, okay, how old are you? How old are you? And you still haven't got your shit together. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how you got your whole life together. I don't want to know. Miss Taffy Pull says, I'm on vacation and there's a Guerlain counter here. I hope I can get there before I go. Fabulous. Oh my gosh, go and sniff all those beautiful perfumes. It's a good pouch, Alaya. Yeah, it's a good one. But I'm testing it out. I'll let you guys know how the quality of the leather is in a couple of months. After I've really had time, to use it, put stuff in, you know what I mean? Like stuff it, open it, all that good stuff. Stuff it, open it. Cha. Tia Long says, sorry, I said T earlier again. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm all over the place. What are your feelings on Valentino? Do you like the brand and can you do more content on the brand? Well, I just reviewed the latest Valentino fashion show on my channel a couple of weeks ago. I'm not the biggest fan of Alessandro Michele, but yeah, I mean, times are tough, okay? We're heading towards a recession, babes. If I'm going to spend my money on luxury, I'm going to be sharply focused on, look, I will spend money on stuff that never goes on sale, full retail. The Chanel little beauty pouch, the Chanel perfumes, which I used up. Hermès, okay? And that's that. Louis, I have some beef with Louis at the moment, so whatever. But Louis perfumes, maybe. Maybe I'm going to get a Takashi Murakami perfume for Louis Vuitton. Like shit like that, full price. Valentino, however, has outlets. Valentino goes on sale. So if I am in this economy to also consider buying Valentino only on sale and actually preferably only at an outlet. Same for Versace, same for YSL, same for Armani, for Prada, for Gucci. Outlet, baby. Outlet, outlet, outlet. Then I can consider, and then when in the outlet, I'll wait for an extra sale, summer or winter sale. They have some extra additional percentages from time to time. That's when I say, okay, we can talk about buying Valentino, but I'm not going to buy Valentino retail. No. Elias says, I've actually bought an actual vanity case from Chanel, not the vanity case with a chain, but an actual makeup vanity with the handle. I know which one you're talking about, and it's been great so far. See, I'm telling you, I have a sneaky suspicion that they're doing something to make sure that their leather from the beauty boutiques is more robust because of the usability of it. Oh, Adriana, thank you so much, sweetie. You get the center
Adriana
of the
de Donatet
flower.
de $75. For Lawyer 2.0. Thanks for sharing your vast knowledge. Love your Chanel push.
Oof. Adriana, you got the center flower. Adriana, look, you got the center. Whee! Is it cute? Yes. Oh my God, so adorable. Misunderstood. Guess what?
Misunderstood Donatet de $50. Dacob darling, tell the lawyer to buckle up. The fashion banker doesn't play. It's like
Thank you so much, Misunderstood. We got a new flower. Misunderstood. Whee! Misunderstood said, Dacob, darling, tell the lawyer to buckle up. The fashion bunker doesn't play. It slays. Yes, thank you so much, sweetie. Look, we started our second flower. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Aren't they adorable? Wait, I gotta cover my face. So cute. I want to make him twirl all around the screen. Boy, have I got a surprise for you today. Nectarine Man. Thea, I'm loving Alessandro's Valentino at the minute, but like Dacob, I'm waiting on sales before I spend anything big there. Yeah. I'm gonna probably get something from Valentino as well, you know, but outlet. Positive Foodie says, can I ask you, Dacob, what do you think about perfume brand Penhaligons? I don't think much. They've been bought up by, was it Puig? Who bought them? Okay, so from the brand Penhaligons, I can tell you that I never know how to pronounce the name. Is it Blenheim or Blenheim? The Blenheim Bouquet, I adore. Okay, it's like a cologne. And Hammam, their first perfume. Those are the two that I would personally have in my collection if I were to budget for it, you know. But I'm not currently, I'm on my Chanel trip, you know. I'm just like my Les Exclusives. I'm living my fantasy every day, you know. I'm just a little, you know, currently very much Cuir de Russie oriented for me, you know, gardenia, Bois des Îles. Yes, I'm even wearing beige these days. Can you believe? So anyway, love them to be. I don't know. They make me feel comfortable. They soothe me in these times. And I'm all for like spending less money and buying less perfumes and enjoying the ones you got. But of Penhaligons, those are the two that I would consider. Having said, so talking quickly also about the China thing, and people say, yeah, but they make the bag almost fully, and then they ship it to France, and then France just puts the zipper and blah blah blah. When it comes to the bags, no, that's not the case. Clothing, different story, and I told you about the clothing in my prior video. Yes, it's true that China makes hardware. You know, a lot of these Chinese manufacturers will make a zipper, will make a turn lock, will make a metal ruthenium piece of metal. And yeah, a lot of these brands do purchase those pieces to put together their products, but not more than 50% of the bag, I believe, for France, as per their law. So there's that. SH, Dacob, my mom is a huge Tuberose fan and Gardenia fan. We have been watching your Tuberose perfume videos, and she bought Cacharel Eden last week because of you. Gorgeous. Tell your mama, as the hot, days are coming, unless you're not in Australia, in which case winter is coming. Sprayed behind the knee. Not just behind the knee. It's going to slither beautifully into the nose. Love it. So, let me tell you where it's at, you guys. Chanel.
Chanel!
Okay, so I have to figure this out quickly. The new... Wait, we're not filming the actual... new ambassador. It's just talk. Just talk. Yeah. Okay. Breaking news. Plum, 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 plum. Chanel is at it again. Chanel Niggins. The Chanel Niggins of Chanel. Chanel has now announced that they have a new brand ambassador. Well, it's a brand ambassador-trice, and she comes from India, as Kim Cattrall would say in Sex and the City. So
Bring home the bacon.
And there you go. Lena Nair has struck again, you guys, and I was like, oh, Chanel has a brand ambassador from India? Oh my God, Lena Nair is now proclaiming herself as the brand ambassador of Chanel? She wants to be the CEO. She wants to be the designer. She wants to be the control of everything. She wants to be the brand ambassador. Lena, girl, we get it, girl. You want to bring home the bacon, but it's a bit much. No, allegedly, of course. No, they have a brand ambassador from India, actress Ananya Pandai. Let me show you a picture. Credit to Bollywood Hungama. Beautiful lady, beautiful, beautiful lady from Bollywood. And look at this. Actress Ananya Pandai, as per etvbharat.com, is India's first ambassador for Chanel. Why this move is more than just a brand deal. And they talk about it in the article saying that, well, I actually find it very interesting. They say that Gen Z sweetheart Ananya Pandai has just crossed the Rubicon by becoming Chanel's first ever brand ambassador from India. To put this into context, Chanel is the famous French fashion house that Coco Chanel built. We know that, okay. For decades, the Chanel woman was imagined through and we got to talk about this in the article. I don't know who wrote this. So for decades, the Chanel woman was imagined through a Western, mostly white, largely Eurocentric lens, poised and enigmatic. Even as the brand flirted with diversity in recent years, South Korean actresses, black models, the odd gender-bending muse. What? It stopped short of naming a South Asian, let alone Indian, as its global face until now. I'm like, okay, we'll go. That was funny. It's almost like AI wrote this article. But, so, I mean, who is the odd gender-bending muse? Kristen Stewart? Was that Kristen Stewart? Was she gender-bending? I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, why? Because, like, she had, like, the odd greasy hair, short cut greasy hair from time to time? I don't know. I mean, it looks, I don't know. Well, anyway, so by appointing Ananya, Chanel is acknowledging the power and poise of a market long kept on the fringes. India is the largest consumer base for luxury that still shops in person at boutiques, where once luxury was aspirational and distant, but once a year in Dubai or Singapore, it is now personal, expressive, and immediate. Luxury brands have flirted with Indian culture for years. Embroider lehengas in Paris couture shows, Bollywood stars sitting front row in Milan, Sabyasachi for H&M capsule collections. But few brands have committed, they say. That's partly because India is confounding. It's a nation of contradictions, vast wealth, rampant poverty, ancient heritage, digital-first youth, a love for couture, but a bargain-hunting economy. But it is growing, and a lot of brands are investing. And Chanel is opening new boutiques in India, and brands are investing in India, and hence why they're also choosing an Indian brand ambassador. Now, when Chanel announced Ananya Pandai as its newest ambassador in a statement to the business of fashion, interesting how they send this announcement to the business of fashion. I'm sure they sent the announcement to other news outlets as well. But interesting what they say. The phrasing was telling. So listen to what Chanel wrote. Now, this is where things get, in my humble opinion, cringe. But you be the judge. Ananya characterizes a generation of evolving tastes and fiercely independent identities who navigate the world with their curiosities. It's not about age or fame, it's about an attitude. There's something ironic about a young woman from Bollywood, an industry often viewed as glitzy but unserious, being chosen to represent a fashion house that prizes restraint and refinement. But that's the point. Chanel is leaning into dualities. Okay. So basically, what are they saying? I go, Chanel, okay, like, okay, Bollywood is tacky, but we need your money. So we're going to embrace you, but like, you're tacky. I'm like, wow. I'm like, girl. Okay. Then the article goes on to say Ananya also happens to be immensely popular among young women navigating the same dichotomies. Indian girls who dream in both English and Hindi, who wear heirloom jhumkas with Acne Studios, who listen to Taylor Swift in a sari. And this is so interesting how this article makes it sound like Chanel for the first time ever is touching base into Indian waters. Because if you know your fashion history, you might remember that actually Carl, as always, was way ahead of his time. And way, way, way before I started my YouTube channel, back in 2011/2012, Carl designed a métier d'art collection for Chanel entitled Paris, was it Mumbai? I think it was Paris-Mumbai. Or was it Paris-Bombay? And I think this was Paris-Mumbai. And a little Easter egg celebration moment for you guys. Today we are going to reminisce together. Yes, you guys, today we are going to rewatch together that fashion show. And let me tell you something. We're going to review that fashion show together. And we're going to reminisce and we're going to see just how groundbreaking and ahead of his time Carl truly was. This is what now, 12 or 13 years ago. 13 years ago. This show was 13 years ago. And today they say, oh, Chanel is now finally breaking into India. No, Paris-Bombay, 13 years ago. Are you ready for the show? I have taken the video from the Chanel YouTube account, so we will review it together. It falls under fair use, so we are allowed to use it. However, I did switch the music to a copyright-free soundtrack. Are you ready? Are you ready to see Stella Tennant? She passed away shortly after that show. She opens the show, you guys. Seeing Stella walking and seeing Carl, those were magical, magical times. So get yourself a little drink, a little tea. I have my tea ready. This is a little resurrection moment. We are resurrecting for Easter a collection from 13 years ago. And I want you to tell me, as we are reviewing this show, does it look to you like something that is 13 years old? Out of date? Out of trend? Or does it maybe, just maybe, look like something from the future? From a future that hopefully we will get to live one day? You tell me. Everybody got yourself your popcorn, your drinks? Are you ready? Rest in peace, Stella. I agree. She was a magical creature on the runway and off the runway. Okay, you got your minute to get your snacks? Yeah, good. Zainab, got yourself a cuppa? Let's reminisce. Let's do this resurrection on Easter, guys. Hit it, Bubbles. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. This is a feast for the eyes. 2011, 2012. Paris-Bombay. Here comes Stella, you guys. It's like resurrecting Stella. This is just so... Oh, man. Oh, I got teary-eyed, you guys. It's like seeing a ghost. Oh, man. This is so beautiful. And so all the guests are invited to this table and everything is, you know, in Indian culture, apparently, like you're inviting guests to these huge feasts and everything is done very culturally appropriate. The tweeds, the dresses. Carl was giving an interview right after the show saying, I didn't want this to be a costume show. People, you know, they appropriate Indian designs and they just make it look like a costume. He's like, no, I wanted to do Chanel with elements of the future of India. And what he also said in an interview is that he loves, in particular, Indian customers who can afford Chanel. He loves the fact that India is one of the rarest countries that actually combines whatever they buy from Chanel with their own clothes, with their own style, with their own culture. And he loves seeing how Indian people would combine Chanel with their own style. And he loved that very much. He said that in the interview after the show. So of course it was a time when we still had boy bags. Oh, Jabiconi's back. Carl's toy boy and muse. The colors are so beautiful. This pearlescent faded silver into white. The crêpe de chine, oh my God, the costume jewelry, the tweeds, the gros grands, the silks, the tools, the leather gloves, the laser cut details and ornaments to make it look like henna on the arms, but it's in the gloves. By the way, this table in the center has a little track. A choo-choo train is driving along the tracks of this table, and there was a camera in that train. The train was filming all the models as it was riding along. The costume jewelry. That was Des Roues, and there's also Gripois. There was also Boussons going on. This is so effortless. And I love how Carl could always push things. Look how many details. Like you could say, oh, this is tacky. It's not. He had that talent, you guys, to push things just to the brink. But right before they became tacky, they stopped and remained stylish, beautifully, effortlessly elegant. My God, look at those necklaces, that shirt, even the pants, oh, the jacket, the bag, oh my gosh. Oh, there she is, my God, Sanchez, look how young she was back then. I wonder if she still works for Chanel now that that other one came to direct. Beautiful. There's the choo-choo train in the bottom. Did you see the train? Man, you guys, look, this is 2011, 2012. I have no words. I mean, we have lost so much. Compare this to what we have today. What the fashion houses offer today. Like, it's two different worlds. It's like we are light years away in a worse direction. Gorgeous. The textures, the layers, the combination of all of the different references. Carl was an avid book reader, avid student of history. He knows what he's doing, people. He knows exactly how much he's going to dose, you know, Indian influence, Chanel influence, European influence. He has a combination of things. Look at that touch of color with the green bag and then the green on the scarf. Oh, man. Oh, those pants are gorgeous. The bags that look like little packages, like you're going to send away. Man, Carl always had a whimsical outlook on life. I mean, you don't think this is 2011. You know what I mean? This could be in the future. It's like the future of Indian haute couture, even though this is a métier d'art collection. But métier d'art is a thin line between prêt-à-porter and haute couture. So, and I love how Carl would would design some male pieces as well for his collection. And there would always be a few pieces that they would make for men as well, available in a few Chanel boutiques every season. He knew how to tease his audience. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is in my opinion. Now, if you are Indian and you are in the chats, let me know. I'm not Indian, so I'm just going to say something that might be offensive to someone. I don't mean to offend anybody, but let me know if you're Indian. Is this an elegant way of paying homage to Indian style and tradition and fashion, the way that Carl did this, or do you find this as appropriation? Let me know. Because I feel like he really made an effort to make it very clear this is a Chanel collection. This is not just appropriating Indian culture. To me, it looks like a beautiful, rich homage. Elevated. Morphed into something new. It's like a blend of cultures that delivers something new. That train, I want that train. Tyrian pink, baby. Yes, you best believe, Kev. Tyrian pink, Coco's favorite pink shade. I love that the jacket has Tyrian pink on the inside as well. We got black on the outside, pink on the inside. Oh my God. I love the head decorations too. I want that. I want that on my forehead. Covers the wrinkles. You don't have to wear makeup. Perfect. Okay, Zaina says, I think because he credited it to Indian culture, it is totally cool. Teepa says, I see zero appropriation. This is where dreams live, Debbie says. Zainab says, as an Indian. So Zainab is Indian. As an Indian, because he credited the Indian culture, then it is completely okay in my books. Well, thank you, Zainab, for letting us know. Lars says, it's a perfect blend of Chanel's classic codes and Carl's Indian fantasy. My God, look at all of those textures. Look at that beautiful paisley on top of the chevron, on top of the beaded trim, on top of the braid. The textures are so rich, and the color choices, delicious. So beautiful. Look at this jacket. Oh my gosh. And the little knit dress. Oh, that baby pink. Oh, it's not knit. No, it is partially knit. It's like a cotton stretch. That smoky eye. Carl loved a smoky eye back in the 2010s. Oh, this is so Chanel, but it's also not. You know what I mean? He was very clever. Very, very clever. All of those headpieces are made extra, like the whole like Rasta vibe. Those were like wigs that are added on top of the models' heads to create this beautiful, futuristic, it's almost also borderline steampunk in a way. It's like Chanel does India, but also it's punk, but also steampunk, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of beautiful contexts in here. Terry says the different layers and textures and makeup and jewelry are just out of this world. Beautiful. Those were the days, you guys. Look at the little baglet. So cute. I love that the train is carrying the drinks, honey. Yes, baby. Or maybe it's oil and vinegar. I don't know what it is, but my God, look at this. Look at this work. Gorgeous, really. I mean, back in the day, they still used exotics. Chanel stopped using, crocodiles, exotics in 2019 for their Métier d'Art collection, the Egypt collection. But back here, you could still see quite a few pieces in exotic leathers. Like the bag we just saw. And the guests are eating. You guys, they're sitting at a table, they have snacks, they're eating while they're watching the show. just, oh, what a special, special treat. There she is, Stella. Oh man. Gone too soon, people. Gone too soon. Look at this beautiful lady. Ah, got chills down my spine. What can I say? I mean, this is just... Even this is gorgeous. The guy, no. But the outfit. Oh, man. 2011. I wish I had the budget back then. You know what I mean? For a full-on outfit. Head-to-toe Chanel outfit. Dreams were well and alive back in 2011. Hopes were vibrant. There was energy in the air. You know what I mean? There was hope. There was power in beauty and experimenting and optimism. Katerina says, hard to believe this was only 14 years ago. We fell so far, so fast. Boy, did we fall. Boy, did we fall. This is why my heart aches when I watch this. It's so beautiful and I love that this exists. But I'm heartbroken that we haven't elevated from here. This is like this is the highest height we have. You know what I mean? It all ends with 2019. Oh, this I love, particularly the embroidery. Ooh, the little details on these silk chiffons. Oh my God, this is so Chanel. Coco loved doing this, especially in the 30s and 20s. So beautiful. The costume jewelry, those glass-poured cabochons. Oh my gosh. The silks. Wow, look at this. This is now going historic. This is now going into Renaissance territory. Wow. Just, man. I mean, Carl. I wanted to give you guys a feast for Easter. That this is the feast. Look at all those pastel little Ladurée macarons and all the beautiful food and the flowers and the petals. This is Easter, baby. This color, it's like a teal. Oh, and then that little bag with the metallic shimmer. I wonder if that's a satin or leather bag, because I'm not so sure. Could have been satin too, not just leather. Oh, we got some fur going on here. Oh, this is so Chanel in the 20s. This is a 20s Chanel reference with that coat from her Slavic era. From Coco's Slavic inspiration. This one as well, that floral motif. It's Indian, but it's also quite Eastern European. Beautiful. Wow, that, oh my God. That plastron, that necklace. Take me now. Take the, Jesus, take the, yes, the bib. The prototype of the bib, Kev. It was the first bib. And it's just so cohesive, coherent. The whole collection makes sense. Immediately recognizable. When this thing hangs in the stores, you know, okay, that's the Paris-Bombay collection. You know what I mean? Not like today. Every collection, as wearable as they are, they all merge into each other. This is very defined, very clear concept, very clear textures, very clear silhouettes, very clear color coding. He had a very strong vision. He had such a strong vision. Oh, that jacket. Oh, that jacket. I would buy it oversized. But I love that. I love how tailored and cut it is, you know? Very short at the waist. So cute. Oh, this is giving me 60s vibes. The dress, mind you, not the headgear. Then we got 80s vibes. He went through all the decades. Oh, that emerald green. Such a beautiful oh, that little minaudière. Ah, that emerald green little cabochon moment on top of these very, very muted champagne golds and silvers and pale golds, mixing silver and gold. I always love that. Some people don't. I personally do. I love combining gold and silver. Yeah, it's just, and you know, the fun thing about this collection is it's not one of those things you're like, okay, what am I going to buy? What am I going to buy? It's such a feast for the eyes just to look at the show. Just to watch it is so beautiful and fun. The setup is fun. It's like watching a TV show and it's like an episode of your favorite show and it's one of your favorite episodes and you can always rewatch it and just enjoy the beauty without having that urge, that FOMO to buy. I don't feel the urge to buy any of these pieces, but I do enjoy very much that the video is still up, that Chanel still has the video, you know, that we can watch it and enjoy it. Thank you, Chanel. And it's just so relaxing. Very Easter. Oh, the necklaces. Oh, love the elegance of just wearing it all over the arm like this. Now, I don't know what this would be called if it were an Indian traditional garment. Oh, there she is, Stella with Carl. We got our Easter resurrection, people. There they go. Goodbye, Carl. Goodbye, Stella. Oh man, wasn't this something special, you guys? I really, you know. And here's the thing. You know, you see this, you see how much love and effort goes and how much intellect and poetry goes into this. And then to have all of this ruined by some idiots on TikTok making videos about all of this is fake. We all make it in our Oompa Loompa factories. I'm just, shut up. Get an education, please. It's for free. Education is free these days. Just go to the Chanel YouTube account. Check all of their old videos. Educate yourself on the amount of effort and work that goes into this. And then you'll realize this can't be made in, you know, can't be designed and stolen just in China. It can be stolen, but Velasquez says touched. Brenda says, I want to cry. Fupi Lee says, yes, focused on the clothes, not celebrities sitting front row. No, we were not focused at all on the celebrities sitting front row. Nowadays, fashion houses rely solely on the celebrities in the front row. But that time has come too, because nobody cares about those celebrities anymore. I'm actually annoyed when I see Kim Kardashian in every front row of every show. I'm just like, oh God, I don't want to support this. Miss Taffy Pool says, thank you. I am blessed says, thanks for sharing, Dacob. Kimberly Kidman says, just fantastic. Thank you, Dacob. Debbie says, tears. Puffin Bird says, incredible. Thank you, Brenda. Compare that to what they do today. Yeah, there's no night and day, baby. Happy life. That was lovely. Thank you, Dacob. Gloria says, thank you, Dacob. For one moment, we all were back in time, remembering what beauty was had. Yeah. I'm so sick of TikTok too, Mqua. Seriously. I'm just like, when are we going to... when is it finally going to be gone? Oh, I can't. Every last piece was stellar, says Victoria Bolton. I do wonder, where do all of these pieces go after the shows? Well, these are in the archives, in the Chanel archives. These are samples, and samples are maintained for the showroom when all of the store managers that order the collections from the Chanel boutiques go to the showrooms to check and touch and feel them. fabrics, and then they order them for their boutiques, and then they get archived. Chanel has huge archives of every season they archive pieces. So this collection from the runway is archived in the Chanel archives. Terry says, just incredible. I never saw this collection, so I'm seeing it for the first time. Well, Terry, happy Easter, babes. Oh, thank you for becoming a Tier 2 member, Michelle Tarantino. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yes, Zeitgeist Chanel has done a Rome-inspired show. Not ancient Rome. They have done a Métier d'Art Rome collection inspired by the 50s Rome and Cinecittà. However, Chanel has done an antique or ancient Greek collection. So if you want to go back in time, there is an ancient Greece-inspired cruise collection, I think from 2018. Oh, J-Rock, thank you so much, sweetie. Let me add you to the new flower.
J-Rock donated $5.
J-Rock, we added you to the panel. Look, we got 2 flowers. We filled up 1 flower. Let's see if we can fill up this one for the legal ferrets. The legal fund. So thank you so much, you guys, for everybody who has helped so far for the legal fund. I do have a lawyer that I'm currently paying to help me out with my channel so that the channel doesn't get deleted because somebody's trying to strike my channel or has stricken my channel, and we gotta get that strike away. The lawyer is the one working on it. So all the tips you guys send are going directly into the legal fund. Just letting you know so that you know where your money goes to. We're keeping it very transparent. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Very kind of you. Fupili says, I'm trying to tip, but the link doesn't work for me. Well, it's either the link or you can also use this QR code. Oh, Thea says, I got a Dior Cologne Blanche because of you. I got the 250 ml bottle before they changed to 200 ml. It's my favorite scent. Isn't it just so dreamy? Good for you. But hey, I mean, they also have the 100 mils right now, right? Kev says, museum ready versus clearance ready. The difference in 15 years. Boy, Kev, you really put that into a good perspective. Kev said it best, as he always does, really. Kev said, museum ready versus clearance ready. The difference in 15 years. Devastating. And people are angry at me when I say the end of fashion, the end of luxury. This is what I'm talking about when I tell you it's over. The jig is up. You know what the jig is up, baby. The jig is up. Oh, I see. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much.
Lisa donated $5. Love your work.
Thank you so much, Lisa. You're on the flower. Put the petal to the pedal on the metal. Oh, child, the poetry. Are you having fun today, guys? Are you enjoying the show so far? If you are, don't forget to thumb up the video. And we have still one heck of a show for you lined up. Let me just update where I am right now. What have we filmed thus far? Christina says, hi, Dacob. I'm glad I caught the live. I appreciate you sharing the art of fashion. Thank you so much, Christina. Very kind of you. Thank you. Welcome to the chats. Glad you're with us. Shani D, how's it going? So I finally smelled that new Chanel perfume. You were right, Dacob. What a disappointment. Oh, Shani. You smelled Splendide? I tried again the other day. I'm like, maybe, maybe something changed. I tried it 2 days ago. Got a headache again. Oh, Annalisa, thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
Annalisa donated $5. Much love.
Oh, Annalisa, thank you. And we got Annalisa. We got a whole party in this pedal. We got 4 peeps in this pedal. That's a party. What are you 4 people doing over there? Get a room.
I mean, of course, we're worried.
Of course we're worried. Don't you believe it? Oh my God, Brenda, I so agree with you. It gives headaches just as Angèle songs. Oh my God. Okay. So I watched the video, the Chanel video promoting Au Splendide with Angèle made the song. I'm like, wow, this is so bad. I hated it. Just me. You do you. You do you. You know. Oof. Shani says, yes, it's a no-go. Yeah. Shaban says, darn. As Aika says, I haven't smelled it, but I'm so curious about it. Alai says, I'd love to know your opinion on Hermès perfumes, Dacob. Aside from Kalesh and Faubourg, I haven't found the right one. Alaya, go to my perfume channel for that. I have a top 5 Hermès perfumes video. And on my Essentially Dacob perfume channel, I also review quite a few Hermès fragrances on that channel. So go check it out. Go to that channel for all the perfume talk. Kev says, maybe the Baconator added secret Dacob repellent inside. Maybe. They're like, we're so done with you. They should be fighting instead of being done with me.
Il a eu potaté donated $25.
Thank you, I like
I'm so happy to catch the live stream today.
Thank you, I like potatoes. I like potatoes, you like tomatoes, I like tomatoes. Let's call the whole thing off. Tian says, would vouch for Super Dacob to be on Chanel's creative team. Would bring to the table so much knowledge and history to remind the current team of Chanel's brilliance and to maintain it. If they gave me the freedoms that actually Carl had, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I have a sneaky suspicion that Lena Nair does not like to give away much freedom, which makes me suspect that's one of the reasons why a relatively young designer was hired to work as artistic director, because I don't think he's the type of person who has the ego that Carl had, or the ego that Jean Galliano has, or the ego that Hedi Slimane has. You know what I mean? Oh, J-Lo, thank you so much. Thank you, sweetie. Very, very generous.
Gilo donated $100. With love.
Thank you, J-Lo, putting you to the petal of the flower. The petal of the flower. Look, we got the pastel lilac key flower, pastel purple, and pastel blue with pastel yellow. Whee! Whee! They're so cute. I love these little flowers. They're adorable. So, Son of Summer says, no chance. Blazy won't get those budgets either. No. Blazy's not going to get the budgets. I don't think so. But he will definitely follow orders like a good boy. What they tell him to do, the good boy will follow. That's my opinion. Just my opinion. Let's see. You know, we're not going to judge before we see the collection. And I'm not going to judge him by the first collection either. I'm going to give him some time, you guys. You know what I mean? Give the man... How much time should we give him? 3 collections? 4 collections? Before we go for the jugular. Like, let's go soft on him first collection. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, it's scary to work for Chanel. Like, you got to settle in. Like, let's see. He has, you know what I mean? Like, he also needs time. He also needs some time to settle in. So I'm not going to be harsh on him the first few collections. Johnny says no more than 2 collections. Okay. LALC says, I'm giving him 1 year. Kev says, who's going to sell those $12,000 jackets and $15,000 double flaps? That's a big problem. Chanel's pricing, I think, is a huge problem. And I don't think that he has that much of a credibility and heritage built up yet as a designer to warrant such prices. You know what I mean? But we'll see. How much will the double flaps cost? If they go up 10% in May in the US? How much is a double flap now? Like what? $13,000? But here's a question I have for Hermès and also Chanel and all of these brands that might, because of the tariff situation, might up their price 10%. Like I said earlier, Hermès has already announced that they will up their prices all across the board 10% May 1st. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking, you guys. What if they come to some form of agreement and these tariffs go away? Like, let's say that the tariffs go away after 5 months. They reach some agreement, and by October, the tariffs are gone. Do you think that Hermès would then put their prices down 10%, or would they keep them up even if the tariffs go down? Because I think that's what's going to tell me which brands are actually fair and which are milking this for whatever it's worth. What do you guys think? You know what I'm saying? Because this 10% is only going up in the US, nowhere else. Nowhere else. Yeah, I understand. So yeah, it's gonna go up. Yeah, 10%. If something was $10,000, 10% is $1,000. If the bag was $10,000, it's gonna go up to $11,000. If the bag was $13,000, it's gonna go up to $14,300. So anyway, keep that in mind. 10% is a lot when something costs $10,000 and more to begin with. Shani says it will stay up for sure. Gloria says, that's my fear. Prices won't go down. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. And who's the sucker? Who's the loser in all of this? Us. Because we're going to have to pay for it. We always lose in the end, you guys. J-Rock says, absolutely not. I think prices will stay up. Latoya Andrew says, I'm probably not going to pay anymore. I mean, it's going to be difficult for all of us and incredibly expensive. Elias says, they would keep them up, but won't apply the price increase at the beginning of the next year. Who's going to be that honest, though? Tian says, like the price of a Big Mac, it will not go down. Interesting how the Big Mac is actually made in the US. Why would that have to go up? It just did, because, maybe the sesame seeds that are on the top of the bun come from some other country. I'm Blessed says, I think it will stay up and they will harmonize the prices with the rest of the world and raise their prices too. For now, they're saying no. They're only raising the prices in the US, not in the rest of the world. At least this is what Hermès has stated. Shani says, I have an event in May and need a clutch. I may need to look now. Now, before May. Yes. Yes. You got a couple of days left, babes. You got less than 10 days left. Maria Almasani, Royal House, how's it going, sweetie? I wonder when people will get tired of all these games. People are tired of all these games, but I think people have not yet been personally affected too much. Because nobody's standing up, really. But keep pushing, and people will break. Yeah, Ludovina, a bag or a car? That's a choice nowadays. Yeah. Well, the cars are going up in price too, you guys. So it's insanity. All right. So yeah. Let's film the Louis Vuitton sale disaster. Welcome to Tier 1, Fupili, and thank you for becoming a member. Louis Vuitton and their sales. Now, if you remember, beginning of 2025, Louis Vuitton launched right after New Year's Eve the Takashi Murakami for Louis Vuitton collaboration. The super flat with the panda, the onion head, and they also launched the multicolor monogram patterns, which were all of the rage back in the early 2000s. So we're talking 25 years ago. The Y2K era was back in full throttle. Now, what happened? They were expecting probably one of the reasons why I think they were pushing it to 2025, the collection, was because that's when the first earnings quarter report of 2025 begins. So the first 3 months of 2025 have to be then reported to their shareholders because LVMH/Louis Vuitton is a publicly owned company. And their earnings were not so good in the past year. Bernard Arnault, poor Bernard, being a multi-$100 billion person, lost a couple billion. Okay. We should start a GoFundMe for Bernard. Seriously, Let us peasants help a billionaire become richer again. So, but, and then, he announced, okay, we're going to do the Takashi Murakami collection launching beginning of the year, separated in 3 parts. First part in January for the super flat and the multicolor. And then we're going to have a second part in March for the cherry blossoms, March, April. And then I think in May, they're going to do the cherries. Now, I thought to myself, oh, they're going to do this because they want to up their numbers. They want to make it seem like they're doing much better this year, right? Because they did terrible, in my humble opinion, last year. Now, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Subscribe while you're at it. Thumb up the video. Let's get to 100K. Thank you so much for subscribing, you guys. So we have several issues here. The problem with the launch at the beginning of the year of the Takashi Murakami for Louis Vuitton retrospective re-edition collection was really hard to obtain. Sales associates were talking to their return customers saying, well, you haven't purchased enough to warrant putting you on a pre-order list. I cannot get this item for you. You haven't spent enough. I'm like, whoa, since when did we start doing Louis Vuitton like we're doing Hermès in America? That is insane. What is going on here? Do you want to make money or not? Your earning reports are not as good. Why are you doing this? You could make so much money with this. Why are you not making more of these items? Huge issues. People were not getting the items that they wanted. They were not allowed to pre-order. And if you were allowed to pre-order, then the items maybe did not arrive. Then if the items arrived, then you didn't get the special Takashi Murakami shopping bag because they didn't get the shopping bags in time, or you didn't get the ribbon, or you didn't get the little cardboard characters, or you didn't get the proper tissue paper. It was or you didn't get the stickers that came with the purchase. Or, like me, you ordered online an item that you saw available on the Louis Vuitton website, and it said shipping in 4 business days, 2 to 4 business days, and I waited for weeks and weeks and weeks, and they never shipped. And then I had to fight to get my money back. I canceled the order, and then I started realizing, wait a minute, they're collecting all this money from us, and this is not for a pre-order. This is for an item that is clearly stated on their website that it is available and in stock, ready to ship. And I made a video about this. Go check out my video about this situation where we realized, hold on a minute. I made this video and a lot of people started commenting saying, Dacob, it happened to me as well. I ordered something that said it's available in stock from Takashi Murakami, Louis Vuitton. It wasn't arriving. It wasn't shipping. And finally we realized, are they keeping our money to invest it, to use it as some form of extra money that they, instead of going to the bank to ask for a loan with interests, they keep our money. And so it looks like their portfolio is bigger, like they got more money in the bank. And I thought, well, that's interesting. They can use that for their quarterly earnings report, couldn't they? So I thought, well, that's a little scammy, allegedly, in my opinion. And then this hugely anticipated and awaited relaunch of the Takashi Murakami collection, so many people wanted it. Not many could get it because there was almost nothing available. And I'm like, what a way to not know how to milk it. If you already had troubles with your earnings, Louis Vuitton, last year in the first quarter, why would you do this year? And then the Cherry Blossom collection came a couple of weeks ago. Also, a very strange way of ordering online. You would go on the website and then they would put you in a wait line and you couldn't access the actual website. There was a clock ticking, counting backwards until you could access the product that you wanted. Terrible, terrible. This is not luxury. This is vulgar. Okay, I'm sorry. If I'm going to spend $2,000 on a canvas bag, which of course is not worth $2,000, but it is what it is. They charge you for it. I'm supposed to click frantically like an idiot on the refresh button on the website in the hopes that it's not going to sell. This is not supreme. This is not high snobiety. This is not some sneaker Yeezy feast. What has Louis Vuitton become? Trash. Well, the numbers are in. The numbers are in. Louis Vuitton sales disaster. First quarter of 2025 was bad. They have had a 3% decline compared to last year's first quarter. Apparently, the Takashi Murakami collection did not help after all boost their numbers. Oopsie. And if you add to that the fact that last year's numbers of the first quarter were not as good as, were lower than 2023's first quarter, then and 2025's first quarter was worse than 2024's first quarter. That means we have a progressive decline in sales from year to year to year. So the 3% of this year, you should actually add it to the, I don't know, what was their percentage last year? You add it to the percentage of last year, and then you have a percentage overview of how much lower it is according to the last year when they were still growing from year to year, because they stopped growing and now they're going down and down and down. Bernard Hinault then apparently had this outburst somewhere when they met in the European Union talking about all of the situation with the world going on and all of the, money being demanded by certain countries to do certain things. I'm not going to even say it because, And now he's all upset, like it's Europe's fault if they don't know how to negotiate deals. I'm like, hold on a minute. Why do you always have to point fingers at everybody else? Bernard Hinault, look at yourself for a second. Look at your factories. Look at your manufacturing. The people that did get the Takashi Murakami stuff, for the most part, were complaining about the lack of quality. The people that did get their Takashi Murakami for Louis Vuitton first drop had issues with wavy, bubbly canvas, stitches either popped or asymmetrical, not aligned monogram. If you have two panels that are usually aligned, it would be like misaligned. The few people that did manage to get these items were not happy with the quality, allegedly. The ones that didn't get them, like I did, paid, like I paid, but never got the item, so you got to keep the money until I fought to get my money back. And most other people didn't even get an opportunity to even order it online because it was gone from the website. So, Bernard, you're looking at everybody else for fault. Everybody else is wrong. The customers are at fault. The customers are the idiots who should be spending more to maintain your multi-billion fortune. No, honey boo boo chai, how about you stop producing so much? We don't need a new Louis Vuitton bag collection every 10 days. How about we rein it back into the classics? How about we dedicate ourselves to actual quality? And then you'll see, and also quit being a greedy biatch, always asking for more, price increase. It's insanity. Stop it with the bullshitting. I know that these bags are not worth that much. You are charging way too much. Why is it that every time LVMH buys another company, takes it over, they mess it up epically? They did it to Tiffany. I cannot recognize Tiffany's anymore. after LVMH took over. They did it to Birkenstock. They bought Birkenstock. What did they do? The first thing they did with Birkenstock is not like, oh, let's see how we can make these shoes even better, these sandals even better, ugly as they are. How can we make them even better? No, the first thing they do when they took over, let's up the price. Let's gouge the price. I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. Why? Just because you took over? What the hell? People are complaining about the quality of Birkenstock shoes now, allegedly, as well. So we're in a position here where I think, okay, the second your company goes public and there are shareholders involved, that's the moment when quality starts dying. Exception being for Hermès, because they have really fought to preserve that tempo, slower tempo. You don't see Hermès doing 10 fashion collections a year. You don't see Hermès popping out new bags every 2 weeks. They're still at a pace. They still know how to do it. But when you get too greedy, this is what you get. This is what you get. You got very, very greedy, in my opinion, and this is where we are right now. Sorry. Good luck next year. Good luck to the next first quarter of 2026. Looking forward to seeing those numbers. Huh? After you probably are going to increase your prices 1st of May with the 10% tariff going in place. Gee, I wonder, Mr. Bernard Arnault, are you really going to up the products from Louis Vuitton in America 10% because of the tariffs? Because didn't you have factories in California and in Texas? Aren't those factories there to avoid the tariffs? So technically, the bags that you manufacture in Texas should not receive the 10% price increase if they're made on American soil. Are you going to be honest and fair to your consumer in the States? Are you going to offer those American bags, American-made bags, without the surcharge of 10% when the tariffs kick in? I wonder. And what would the client do when they came to a Louis Vuitton boutique shop and saw a Speedy made in France and then the same exact Speedy made in the US, and they have two different prices? You're not going to want that. You're not going to want to charge for one Speedy less than for the other. It's bad image, right? All of your bags are the same quality. Yeah, but sorry, boo-boo, it doesn't fly with me. Again, it looks like a money grab. It looks like being greedy, like, oh yeah, I'm going to open a factory here to maximize profits. Okay, and what benefit do we get as a consumer? What benefit do we get as a consumer from your little factory in Texas? Where you, as per your interview, which we analyzed just a couple of days ago on my channel here, they stated that 40% of the bags made in that factory, they got to throw them away. They don't pass quality control because they're produced terribly. Allegedly. 40%, they say in the article. 40% of those bags don't end up on the sales floor. And the 60% that do miraculously make it to the sales floor, many customers, when they get their made in USA Louis Vuitton bags, they return them for some quality control issues. I'm not saying all customers do, but a lot have been complaining. Allegedly. So good luck to you, Bernard. I wish you the best. I love the heritage of Louis Vuitton, but I also am very well aware of the fact that Louis Vuitton, the luxury travel brand, was not founded by you. You bought it. Okay, so the Louis Vuitton that is in my dreams, in my fantasy, this romantic vision of an Agatha Christie novel, Murder on the Orient Express, where every passenger has their Louis Vuitton suitcases with them, like those days are gone, those dreams are gone. That the Louis of today is no longer the Louis of yesteryear. But in my dream and in my reminiscing, for me, I still have the romantic vision of Louis Vuitton from back in the day. Even though I'm very well aware of the fact that there's nothing left from back in the day because you just made it about money. Sad. This is where we are, 2025. What a year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumb up the video and subscribe. Let's get to 100K. Did this make any sense? All right, let's film another one while we're at it. the end of luxury. And look, luxury can come in different places. Some people claim that luxury is when things are expensive. Some people claim that luxury is when the quality is really great. Some people claim that it's luxury when the product makes you dream. Coco Chanel used to say best things in life are free, second best are very expensive, meaning sunsets, sunrises, that's luxury. I say the biggest luxury is time. Time is precious, and we have very short time on this beautiful, majestic planet, and when your time is up, you're gone, and it's over. Time is the biggest luxury, in my opinion. Coco always used to say the opposite of luxury is not poverty, the opposite of luxury is vulgarity. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. Subscribe. Let's get to 100K. You tell me how far we have pushed this luxury shenaniganism to the point where, for many people, it's about the price. Price gouging is luxury nowadays. How vulgar. How vulgar. So let's talk about Trader Joe's. Do you guys remember these little baglets that came out a year ago? And they were all the craze, the little miniature Trader Joe bag for $2.99. Okay? I have one specimen here, which I use. This is in my archives, and I use it for educational purposes, like today. We have a $2.99, or is it $1.99 or $2.99? Can't remember. I got this one last year. Now, this year, Trader Joe's came up with a pastel version for Easter and springtime. Like you had so instead of the red, you would have like a pastel pink, pastel blue, pastel yellow, and so on. $2.99. And of course, people are running, just like with the Stanley Cups, people are going nuts for these bags. I mean, and then there's, of course, price gouging in the after-sale market. Some people then buy as many as they can, and then they go out to whatever vending places they can go, and then they sell them for $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 a bag, okay? So, I mean, it's a cotton bag. I mean, I think $2.99 is a very fair price, but then $60, no. What if I told you that there are people out there that actually buy these bags and then draw or stitch something to them, like make a little art piece, draw on them, design, paint on them, and then sell them for an even more marked up price? What if I told you that there's this kind of scandal going on, I guess on TikTok or somewhere, where this one lady artist bought a bunch of these. She could get her hands on a bunch of them. I don't know how she got her hands on a bunch of them. Are they now faking Trader Joe's bags? This is another question I have. Could you imagine if they have like replicas of the Trader Joe's bags? I don't know. At this point, anything is possible. Let me check where this one was made. It's made in Vietnam, baby. Reusable bag designed for at least 125 uses? What? I didn't know that it has an amount of use. It has an expiry usage. You guys. Okay, this is a whole other level of what the hell. But there you go. Reusable bag designed for at least 125 uses. Okay, well then good to know. Cha. The poverty. But anyway, okay. Okay, we'll go. It's not a forever bag, apparently. So now, would you believe that this lady, who has been called out in the past for doing like rage baiting content, if you don't know what rage baiting is, also something to pay attention to on social media. A lot of content creators are very vile, and they're going to create content just to provoke anger in their viewers. They're going to do something stupid. They're going to act in a stupid way to make you think that they're always like that, to make you angry, to be like, why are you so stupid? Why are you doing that? Oh my God, that irritates the shit out of me. That's called rage baiting. If you see a video and it smells of rage bait, whatever you do, don't engage, because they want you to comment. They want the angry comments because then they get into the algorithms and then they get more exposure because then their content gets pushed to even more people. It's like a virus. Terrible. So if you feel like you're getting angry when you see a certain post, just move away. Don't click thumbs down. Don't do anything. Ignore, 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 or block. Block the person or ignore. So this lady, she's apparently like into the rage baiting stuff. She has been accused of it. She got a bunch of these bags, did her artwork, painted some lobsters, strawberries on the bags, stuff like that. Cute drawings or cute embroidery, whatever it is. And then she says on her post, look, I got these bags and I've done the artwork on them. $1,500 for one bag. Okay. So, she's charging $1,500 for her little lobster thing. And of course, rage bait, right? Because people are then coming for her like, oh my God, you're terrible, you're vile, scalpa, scalpa. And then she went further to say like, well, if you have your own Trader Joe's bag, like you can give me the bag, I'll just paint it for you for $500. So I'm like, so wait, the bag is $1,000 and your artwork is $500. So basically you're charging me less for your art and more for the bag? Boy, you must have a very low self-esteem, because if you think that your art, your one-of-a-kind art is worth less than this bag, what the hell? Like, what low self-esteem do you have? Tragic, isn't it? Tragic, isn't it? And I call this luxury, the end of luxury, just because of the price. Because we said at the beginning of this video, for some people, expensive price is what makes it luxury. Debbie in the live chat says, kiss my peach. I Like Potato says, 1,500? I literally just guffawed. Fupi Lee says, oh my God, what is happening to us? I really don't know. I think humanity has gone nuts. Pop Mart announces they're opening a new shop somewhere in some shopping mall, and they're going to give little pins from Labubu's as a giveaway to the first 100 that come around. Thousands of people show up. 3 a.m. and they stand in line for 10 hours to get a freaking pin. I'm like, boy, the economy is not that bad if thousands of people have enough time to prioritize this in their life. If this is what you can prioritize in your life, if you have the time, the luxury being the time, if you have those 10 hours, you wake up at midnight to get ready to stand in line at 3 a.m. for the opening of a Pop Mart to get a freaking pin, and you got the time for that? I wish I had that time. I wish I had that luxury. I wish I had that luxury to just be like, you know what, yeah, fuck. Sure. We got no other worries in the world but waiting for a pin, trying to get a free Labubu pin. Y'all, we are in deep trouble. We are in deep trouble. We have lost completely touch with reality. We're no longer in reality. And for those of you who might be thinking, well, you know, there's that theory that we're living in a matrix and everything is just collapsing and the matrix is starting to glitch. You know what? I think that if there ever was proof of a glitching reality, it is now. It is now. And let me tell you another little detail that I've noticed lately, and this is really bizarre, really bizarre. And this is maybe going slightly off the topic, but I have noticed lately when I watch videos on YouTube, not older videos, newer videos that are posted, at least once a day. At least once a day it happens that some video, when I play it, somewhere in the video, it can be in the beginning, in the middle, towards the end, what the content creator is saying will repeat twice. And I'm like, first I started noticing it like, it happened in one day like 3 times. I was like, this is strange. Why is this happening? And then I got aware of this. And then the next day I watched other videos, and in one video, one content creator said something and then repeated the same thing again. And now I know, now that I'm looking for it, I see it every day. Corinne C says, yes, I noticed it too. So what am I saying by this? Like an example, like I'm going to act it out now, you guys. This is not glitching right now, unless you don't see it 3 times. Because I will do this double now, so I'm warning. Okay, so I say something like, this Trader Joe's bag costs $2.99. This Trader Joe's bag costs $2.99. And you know what I mean? Like literally a repetition, like KDF says, oh my God, I noticed it too. Wait. Oh my God, conspiracy theory. Chunky Shoes UK says, oh my God, yes, I had that same repeat thing this morning. Okay, I really thought this was just me. Are you guys for real? Are you serious? Wait, I saw that too, Dacob says Fopili. Shut the front door. Okay, Katie, you saw it too? Oh my God, Action Jacqueline says, it happened during my live yesterday. What? No, it's not a filter glitch. Oh my God. Yeah, Debbie, at first I also thought bad editing, but it's not, bad editing is something else. It's bad editing is something else. This is something else. I edit. I know when your editing software messes up something and there's a pixel that goes off or something is wrong. They don't repeat something twice like this. It's a thing. Victoria Bolton, it's really a thing. It's the repeat spells. A popular influencer does this a lot. Oh, so they do it on purpose? Corinne says, I used to think it was my phone lagging until I paid attention. Oh my God, Robbie says, I've also noticed the repeats. Wait, are you guys saying they do this on purpose? For what? For people to like write in the comments? Oh, for engagement? You think they do it on purpose? I don't know. Oh my God. Well, sorry, I digress. Let me know your thoughts down below about both of the topics, the end of luxury, the Trader Joe's shenanigans. And no, I'm not going to say the name of the person who did the thing with the bag because I don't want to give that person any exposure. Seriously, I don't think they deserve it. Ridiculous. $1,500 for a $2.99 bag. Please, give me a break. Love you loads. Subscribe. Let's get to 100K. Never give up on love. Oh my God, you guys. So I'm not the only one who noticed this. Well, we'll go. We'll go. It's to be a weird, like robotic or like a clone. Maybe. Thank you for becoming a member, Fupili. Thank you. The repeat thing is crazy. Christy says, I saw it yesterday on your show. What? I did not repeat. What? You saw it on my show? I swear to you guys, I did not edit. First of all, you know that I shoot my videos in one go. Very, very rarely, if I make a mistake in between, I cut something out, but very rarely do I edit in between. Like my video has a beginning and an ending, and I film it in one go, and I film it here with you guys live. So that means the matrix is glitching. If I didn't do it, if YouTube didn't do it, I'm telling you, the system is falling apart. We are all disintegrating. Tian says, random question, Super Daco, what do you use on your hair to make it look shiny and, whoop, it's gone, hold on. To make it look shiny and smooth, your hairstyle right now is my everyday go out hairstyle. Oh my God, thank you so much. So I do, I don't wash my hair every day, give it a rest, wash it twice a week tops, and then I wash it with, at the scalp with Head and Shoulders against dandruff, but then I mix the Head and Shoulders with El Vital, the purple one, the purple shampoo, El Vital something that hydrates. That's it. That's all I do. And then I dry it with a towel. I do conditioner on the tips, not on the roots because it gets oily. So from here to here, I would do conditioner. But then once it's washed, yeah, El Vital, yeah, let's put it all in. And also Head and Shoulders. And then after it's washed, I can add a link, you guys. I can do a shopping link for you. Oh, come through, what's it called? Commish. Come through Commish. Hold on, let me find it. I can find the product right now. And if you are in the States, yeah, just a classic Head and Shoulders. No, not citrus, classic one. That one, Head and Shoulders. No. Oh, that one with almonds is nice. Yeah, I can do that one. Head and Shoulders. No, no conditioner. No, 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 no. Oh man, where the hell is the regular Head and Shoulders without conditioner? I can't find it. Okay, there it is. Okay, let me add it. All right, there you go. If you refresh the live stream, you're going to see pop up the the three products that I use, or the two products. So, all right. So, what did I want to say? The machines are taking over. Everything is falling apart. Isn't this crazy? Then I dry the hair with a towel. I twirl it up the hair, you know, and I let the towel absorb the humidity as much as possible. Then I take the towel off after like 20, 30 minutes, and then I blow dry whatever's left to dry. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, Zemimski, the gaslighting glitches, glorious. I mean, it's either gaslighting glitches or matrix glitches. Victoria says it's called echolalia, the repetition of words or phrases spoken by someone else. But like, are we the only ones to see it, or are they really happening? Because that's also a question. I don't know. It's scary. Just the thought of it kind of creeps me out. But anyway, so that's another thing. Okay. So we filmed the Trader Joe's thing. Okay. So you guys, are you ready for more Easter? Are you ready for more Easter, people? Are you having fun? Look, I wanted to have as much as possible a lighthearted live stream because we deserve it. We've had a tough 2025 so far. So I was thinking to myself, let's get some pastels. Thumb up the live stream while you're at it, you know. Enjoying this weekend together. And I want to also entire phrases type on their own sometimes in the past. Oh, really, Shaban? Wow, crazy. Pastels and more, right? Well, luxury brands are finding new ways. Should we film this or not? I don't know. No, because nobody's going to watch it after Easter. Okay. Luxury brands are finding new ways to sell their expensive stuff. And since their bags are not selling anymore that much, since their clothes are not selling that much anymore, since their shareholders are not really happy because from year to year they seem to be earning less and less and less, now they find new ways to earn money. That way can be, you know, opening hotels, opening restaurants, opening all sorts of places, selling you trinkets, merchandise, posters, books, all sorts of stuff to earn money. Spas. Well, now they're focusing on seasonal luxury offerings. I wonder when Halloween is going to finally hit European luxury brands, because in Europe, Halloween is not really a thing. In America, it's a huge thing. So a lot of the brands in Europe don't really focus on Halloween. They should, but alas, they don't. So, are you ready for Louis Vuitton milking that cow for whatever it's worth? It's like for all of the Takashi Murakami stuff that they couldn't sell or that they, you know, didn't produce enough of, and all the money they lost there, they're like, okay, how do we get the money back? Let's do something for Easter. Well, enter the room. The Louis Vuitton Easter bag egg. Credit to the Louis Vuitton website for the photos that we are about to see. This is a bag that was designed by Nicolas Ghesquière. It's a bag that was designed by Nicolas Ghesquière for Louis Vuitton women. And this bag exists. You can buy it. It's from an older collection. It has a zipper pull. Okay. Zeitgeist says it looks like a bull testicle. Well, we'll go. Now, Victoria says they have to do hats to make it legit, though. Johnny is asking the right question. Johnny would like to know if he can eat this egg. Well, you guys, surprise, surprise. This is a chocolate egg shaped in the shape of the Louis Vuitton bag, Let me show you another picture. This is the original, the one that you can wear, designed by Nicolas Ghesquière. And this is the chocolate counterpart. Huh? Now are we talking? Now are we talking? Yeah. This is an actual Easter egg chocolate bag. That Louis Vuitton is like, okay, hold on. If people are not buying our bags, maybe they're gonna buy our chocolate. So, I have the intel here and I have the deets. Do I though? Yes, I do though. With the National Retail Federation expecting a total blah, 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 per its annual survey. Oh no, this is Easter egg. Where's the price? Yeah. I have two different websites that quote two different prices, but I'm going to give you the lower price. How much do you think it costs? By the way, also there they messed up. They're not making it available everywhere in the world. You can get it in New York. Kev, get the bag. We can get it in Paris. I think Singapore. Anyway, yeah, Kev says crap. Like this used to be free for good customers. So Johnny says $250. Cecilia says $200. Maggie says $50. Anya says $15. Nolepi says Noelp says $250. Well, okay, $49 says T-Pal. So the price they quote here is $165, but I've seen another website quoted at $225. So somewhere between $165 and $225 is the chocolate Easter egg, which should be the same size as the actual bag, relatively small. I think it's like this big. So it's quite a bit of chocolate. But yeah, and it's made by Le Chocolat Maxime Frédéric, and Maxime Frédéric is like very famous chocolatier something. But they made a limited edition of these for Easter. So between $165 and $225. The entire thing is edible, Debbie. Let me show you another photo. Look at that. Yes, it is filled with chocolate and hazelnuts. Huh? And the other side, I don't know if this is hollow or if this is just dark chocolate. I think this is dark. No, I think this is hollow. I think this part is hollow. So it's milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and nuts. Nico says, damn, that looks good, right? So I'm trying to see. The material, pastry chef Maxime, Easter, scarcity, blah, blah, blah. They say, with luxury brands increasingly entering lifestyle and culinary categories, Easter presents a short window opportunity to release product with immediate relevance and long shelf life online. Social media has amplified this trend significantly, turning a simple gift into shareable content that extends far beyond the recipient. That is very interesting. So this is from, what article is this? Everything is messed up here. I don't know why. It's from retailwire.com. And this was, she added, who's she though? Hardcastle. Somebody called Hardcastle. Okay. So here's the thing, you guys. So the luxury brands have decided, you know what? They figured it out. $165 to $225. It's a one and done deal. We sell them. They're eaten, thrown away, collectible, whatever. But these little gags and gimmicks live a long, long life on social media. Because when you buy it, you photograph it, you share it, and you hashtag it properly, and it's a novelty, and people are going to keep finding it. It's going to be entering into the algorithm, and it's a fun little whimsical thing. People love to photograph food. So this is a great advertisement for Louis Vuitton. It's an advertisement that stays for years. And trust you me, having a novelty piece like this that is edible, like a chocolate bag, is going to give them more promotion for free on social media as a photo for whoever buys this. Then, if you bought one of their key pouches that everybody has, and you photograph the key pouch you bought, it's like, okay, we've seen that, that's not going to make you talk about the brand like this will. So this is a very interesting brand marketing ploy. Mahora says, hi, what is that atrocity on screen? This is an Easter egg made out of chocolate in the shape of an egg, Louis Vuitton bag. Kimberly says, okay, now I want some chocolate. Me too. Nico says, damn, that looks good. We've already read that one. Yeah. Johnny says, wear it and it will actually melt in your hands. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's a good one. It will melt in your hands because the handle is also chocolate. July says that must be 1 kilogram heavy. I don't know. I'm also thinking maybe they just glued this bit on this end. Maybe it's not full with chocolate. Maybe it's just like one layer, like a thin layer, like a plate that you take off and then it's hollow behind. Tricky. Possibly. Kev says, I would have added some cherry blossom jams. I see what you did there. Or cherries, actually. Damn, I still want the Louis Vuitton cherries with Takashi Murakami. I know I don't want to buy Louis Vuitton, but they're probably not going to be available anyway. They're all going to sell out. But the cherries are coming like next month, I believe. Caro says, like a fancy Kinder Egg. I want it. Caro wants it. Brenda says, oh, the calories. Yeah. Oh, Renesmee says, I would not survive Arizona heat. Anyway, so that's something I wanted to share with you on this, an Easter celebration weekend. All 3 images credit to the Louis Vuitton website. And then we have another at the end of luxury, stores filing for bankruptcy, but this is like something just to talk, right? Yeah, possibly, because it's a little bit silly. I'm just checking. So no, I'm going to talk about what is this? Baskin Robbins? What are we talking about? Red Robin. Red Robin, not the Red Robin you have in the morning after you had fun. No, we're talking about the burger joint. So they're in a little bit of a pickle right now because they have created this Easter extravaganza, or I don't know if it's Easter, but they're offering this special voucher that you can buy on their website for $20. And they're offering you, the bottomless burger pass, not fries, bottomless burger pass. For $20, you buy it. And for $20 for the entire month of May, from the beginning of May till the end of May, you get burgers for $20. Except, oopsie, what happened was people were lining up just like they lined up for the Pop Mart, just like they were lining up for the Takashi Murakami collection and were put in a waiting list online, just as they were lining up for the complex Dodgers, LA Dodgers with the Takashi Murakami collection. There was also a countdown on their website. You couldn't access it. They were also lining up to purchase this Red Robin's $20 card that would enable you to get for $20 for the entire month burgers. So it was a mess. People were waiting, super annoyed. They couldn't get through. It kept collapsing. The payment wouldn't go through. And then finally, when it could go through, that $20 would jump to $600 something at checkout. You heard that right. So they, from the $20 once they finally made it to the checkout, the price would jump to $600 something for a card to use in 1 month. Like, that's like, how many burgers can you eat? And they got really upset because they said, wait, hold on, you were advertising that this card was $20. And then apparently the Red Robin said, allegedly, oh, Brenda, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you.
Brenda donated de $15. Loving the live stream. Happy Easter everyone.
Thank you, Brenda. There you are. We got our Easter flower. We got 2. We filled out 1. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Thank you guys so much. This is for the legal fund in the fashion bunker. And so apparently Robin said, oh, well, no, we did have the $20 card, but like we had like only 1 of those or 20. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we had a limited amount. And once that amount sold out, all the other ones were at the $600+ mark. People got furious. I mean, furious. People are going ballistic on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere. Now, I've read into the comments, and it's interesting. So some people are trying to explain what happened. Somebody says, really, no one actually read the ad. They said the burgers would be $20 a day, and you would have to pay the difference if it costs more. They never said that the gift card would be $20. That got a reply. The ad is literally on the video. It says $20 for a burger meal every day for the month of May. Which ad are you talking about? What the ad doesn't say is that only 100 of these $20 gift cards would be available, which sold out instantly. And the response is, my apologies. I'm talking about the original ad where you could see the fine print that literally said you pay $20 per burger, and if the price is more, then you have to cover the difference. And that received a response, I didn't see that ad, but if that's true, then you're right. I love how this exchange between these 2 people is one of the most polite I've ever seen on the internet. Usually by now they would be calling each other's mothers hoes and whatever, but no, they kept it polite. I'm very shocked. Pleasantly surprised. Then somebody else says, I'm so mad. I spent an hour trying to get the website to work only for it to crash each time I refreshed. And no, I did not get one. Somebody else says, as someone who works at Red Robin, please stop calling us. We know nothing. Oh my God, the chaos, the drama, the chaos. And so somebody commented, $662 higher than advertised. When consumers see or hear an advertisement, whether it's on the internet, radio, or television, or anywhere else, federal law says that ad must be truthful, not misleading. This is from the FTC. Interesting. Well, there you have it. The Red Robin flew the coop and laid an Easter egg in the fashion bunker. Somewhere in the fashion bunker. We'll go. Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you, mods, for keeping us safe. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. That's my horror, Audrey H, Gloria, Kev, Nicole, and Terry. Bubbles loves you.
You best believe. Fun. I hope you had fun today, guys. Did you enjoy yourselves? I wanted to give us a nice little Easter moment when we can have a little lighthearted entertainment, revisiting some gorgeous Chanel history, throwing some shade as well. Why not? We see when videos get taken down, all of a sudden they go private when they were public. One wonders why. We also talk about all the fun things in life, the sad things in life. We share the good, the bad, and the ugly, as we always do. Somebody sent a gorgeous tip. Hold on a minute. Who was that? Nancy. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Nancy
Very, very
Donated
kind of you.
$50. Thank you for the show. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Nancy. Thank you so much. Let me do a little Easter bunny for you, too. Nancy, you got a whole little petal. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Isla, thank you. Oh, Isla, let me give you.
Ayla Donated $15. Better late than never.
Thank you, Isla. Thank you so much. Whee! Happy Easter, everyone in the bunker. So I hope you guys had fun today, and I hope you have a wonderful and peaceful time, whether you're celebrating or not. Have a wonderful, peaceful weekend. Great start to the new week. And also, try to sleep and get some rest. Don't let the whole world stress you at the moment. Times are tough, but hope is the last to kick the bucket, so I'm hopeful things will get better soon. Nico says, it was an amazing light afternoon here, Dacob. I did all the preparation for Easter lunch tomorrow and just spent my evening relaxing with the bunka. Happy Easter, fam. Oh, man, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful Easter lunch tomorrow. And, I mean, you see, today we were very themed. Pastel colors, we had Easter eggs, we had gorgeous little Easter flowers, we had a little Easter resurrection. And yeah, we'll go. Hit it, Bubbles.
Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go, would go.
Oh,
Would go, 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 would go.
a little pastel boo-boo. Oh my God, this fits so cute. I just don't have a hole here in the lapel to put the lababa. No, nothing. Well, imagine if it were a brooch. It would be so cute. All right, well, we'll go. Next one is Living Ferret.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
Period. And then after the Living Ferret, where's the dime? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh no. Oh, dying ferret.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
But it resurrected.
Oli Donated $20.
Thank you.
Empanada fun if you know you know.
Thank you so much, Ollie. Empanada. Empanada. Ollie. We're gonna give Ollie the special Easter egg. The Easter egg bag. I wonder where we saw the Easter bag at before. Where did we see the Easter? I don't know. T-Pal says the American ferret has been replaced by a Chinese labubu. Yeah. Yes. The American ferret is now a Chinese labubu. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, Ollie, love you too, sweetie. Love you, D, and Bunker Fam. And I'm not even drunk. Period. Good, because if you were, we would maybe have to delete. If I buy the bag, I could buy the bag. I could buy the bag, and I'm gonna go into the car. I'm gonna say, wrap it up. I'm gonna take it to my car. I'm gonna drive right there. And and I'm gonna take it home. You could go to Alibaba Express. Here, you go to Alibaba Express. You buy your bag at Alibaba. You do you, boo.
Talk to you never.
And just like that, the video disappears the next day. Who knew? Who knew? Detox time, baby. IYK. Sarah says, Drunk Dacob should be a separate show. Just FYI, I was acting. Thank you. Oscar goes to, not me, but I was acting. I'm not really drunk. I'm actually drinking real tea. Mint tea. Thank you. IYK. Now, what was the other song? Oh, yes. Listen, Linda, we got our, hold on. We got Linda. Wait, Linda, you know what? Hold on a minute. Can we put this? Oh my God. You know what we're going to do? Let's do surgery. Yeah, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling some type of way, y'all. Yeah. Okay. This is, oh, look at us doing arts and crafts for Easter. Oh, how cute. Okay. Yeah, Linda. Wait, close your mouth, Linda. There you go. Oh, you're so cute for Easter. Well, who made you so cute? Okay. Okay, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
There you go. Look at Linda. Little flower T-Rex. Our flower T-Rex, Linda. And Linda is ready for Easter. I know. She's a T-Rex. She's a little miniature T-Rex, but she thinks she's an Easter bunny, but she's an Easter flower. It's all a mess. The identity. She's very confused. Very, very confused. But you love it, Linda. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Linda. Yeah, you go enjoy the flower. Yeah, good girl. Good, Linda. We're obsessed with Linda.
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
I love that the flower is like, this is what's left from the cutout flower. It looks like a little yellow ghost. Wait, we can put little arms on it. It looks like a little tiny Easter ghost. Look, and it has little arms. It's like, wee, hey everybody, I'm the Easter ghost.
I don't live here, I'm chilling.
Okay, I'm chilling. Okay, bye. So yeah, one more and Bubbles would have popped MM, right? Totally. So Easter egg yolk. It's an Easter egg yolk ghost. Resurrected, baby. Resurrected. Who else is resurrecting? Baby Yoda. Hit it, baby.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
Happy Easter, everybody. This was hilarious. What can I tell you? That was our show. Crazy. We went all over the place. I guess some people after this will love us more, and a few might just hate us a little more. But here's the plot twist. The haters are just lovers with a smile upside down. Have a wonderful, wonderful Easter weekend. See you all next week. Never forget to never give up on love. Bye.